Brennan Fraser.
Brennan Lee Mulligan.
I'm about to say Brennan Lee Mulligan. Damn.
Too slow.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Sir Christopher Lee.
Ooh, that's good.
George Lucas.
Lord Gookus.
Not the Gookus.
Hello, welcome to Lonely Hill, a C.O.G.G.S story. We're here for a spooky Halloween one shot. I've whipped this together. This is my favorite system, and I'm ready to pull some friends who haven't played it through the system, and we have some returning veterans bringing some characters back from a home one shot, but that it won't really be relevant for this. This is its own standalone thing, and I really hope y'all enjoy. I'm really excited to show this off. It's one of my favorite things to do.
Heck yeah.
Brendan Fraser will be in Minnesota next weekend. Why do you know that?
I'm Brendan Fraser.
You're going to be in Minnesota next weekend?
Just keep tabs on him, I guess.
No, I'm saying that person is Brendan Fraser.
Oh, that person's Brendan. That makes a lot of sense.
I'm going to the con he's at? Well, fair enough.
Has anyone seen Buttons and Brendan Fraser in the same room?
No. I have not.
Bless you.
I think we have our answer right there.
By the beard of Morden.
Beard of Morden.
But yes, we're gathered together today. I lied. There's going to be 3 streams today.
Damn.
That's right. I'm streaming all night, baby. And we're starting off with this wonderful one-shot. I hope you're all excited for it.
No,
yes, Connor.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and introduce our players first and foremost, starting with Citric.
Oh, hi, hello. I am Citric. You can find me pretty much everywhere at CitricKing, everywhere being mainly Blue Sky, then stuff like Tumblr, Instagram, or Twitter if you want to see a dead account. Currently, not much going on. Oh no, I'm lying. I do have the second half of our last Candlekeep adventure tomorrow. I'm always bad with times, but it's sometime in the afternoon on the channel. Hasa is my name with 2 Z. Yeah. Other than that, always encouraged to watch the different doodles I post online. But yeah, that's pretty much me. So, yeah.
And who are you going to be playing today?
Oh yeah, today I'm going to be playing private investigator Trent Mulligan. Monster of the big shot. Monster of the weed.
Yeah. Up next, we have Dorky Arts.
Hello, that's me. I'm Darky Arts. I also go by Dorky Arts, sometimes with hyphens, sometimes with underscores. I am getting back into posting my art online. I've been posting a bunch of older art recently on my Tumblr and on my Blue Sky. And I'm going to be posting some of my newer stuff as well soon. So just getting back into the mix of things. I also do, I do art. I do some art for this channel as well. I do some art for the portraits on Cassado's Guide to the Cosmos. It's usually in this time slot. And I do some art for the Unexpectables. And speaking of the Unexpectables, I will be over on their channel for Cyberpunk, the finale of Cyberpunk, All Saints Die, on Sunday. So yeah, very excited to be here, and I'm here tonight playing a budgie. Don't worry about it.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
About it.
We'll get there.
Yep.
I'm gonna worry about it.
Turned himself into a pickle.
I can't believe
Shit
this.
I've ever seen.
It's so funny. And up next, we've got KeyligraphyInk.
Meowdy. I am KeyInk, also known as KeyligraphyInk on various platforms, including Blue Sky. You can follow me on those channels to eventually get artwork posted on there when I am not getting distracted by various other things. But other than that, I love doing just tabletop RPG things and hanging out with friends while doing commission work. So, yippee! I am playing as Luna. Luna is just a nice little friendly gal that totally isn't some witch in hiding, but will be happy to help people along the way with their various books and materials.
Right on.
Hell yeah.
Up next, we've got Xanillis Grimm.
Hey, that's me. I'm Xanillis Grimm. I'm in a lot of TTRPGs. There's a lot's kind of in flux because of various holidays and travels plans, but you can see me around. You want to see what I'm up to? Check my Blue Sky at Xanillis Grimm. Aside from that, I am playing Wulfgar Stonebread, self-made dwarfiest dwarf. You want to see more about him? You'll have to stick around. That's me.
Excellent.
Very excited to see how you do.
Of course, we couldn't do this without our wonderful keeper of secrets, AmusingThalia.
I'm AmusingThalia. I'm here usually on Fridays running Cazador's Guide. I'm on Burnout Vaughn's channel on every other Sunday doing stuff, and I do some streams like Deltarune on Monday and TTRPG on Thursday, and that's kind of what I'm in right now. Hopefully figuring out some other stuff for the future here, but if you want to catch me, you can follow me at AmusingThalia here on Twitch or on Blue Sky. And that's where you can find me. And yeah, I mostly do a lot of writing and editing for TTRPG stuff. I do a lot of like the number work and the phrasing and that kind of stuff for various projects. So, and I guess I also kind of do art. I did the art for this. It's really basic. Bear with me.
It's really
It's
good.
so fun. I love it.
Yeah. You did great.
But that's me. And we also could not do this without Distortion Devil, who is trucking
Yeah,
through our lovely, kind, generous, gracious host.
that's me. You can find me here most days. And today is going to be a very full day because right after this, we're going to be booting up some VR chat. And we're going to be playing some Terrors of Nowhere with a few friends. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then following that, we're going to be playing some Witch It for the rest of the evening.
Ooh, Witch It. I'd be down for that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And
Spooky
I
eyes.
am playing, and if you can believe it, Rowan Connolly.
We got another Connolly, y'all.
It's another cannoli.
Another one.
The second Connolly has hit the channel.
A second?
The
Brother.
third Connolly that Connor's played, as far as I'm aware.
It's Connolly's all the way down.
Just very vividly pictured George W. Bush looking at the camera. I love Devils and Dice Rolls.
Oh my god.
Is that an endorsement we want?
I'm not. I don't know how I feel about that. If George Bush came up to me and said, "I'm a real fan of your work," I'd be like,
Okay.
"Are
What
you
did
watching it?"
I'm not a fan.
I like
of your work,
Cazador's
George.
Guide.
I'm sorry.
But it's severely anti-establishment. Yeah, it's real good.
But regardless, yeah, this spectacular one shot is brought to you in part by Beard Sorcery.
Damn.
Beard.
So,
Beard.
a beard of Moranin.
I've just applied some Paladin's Might beard cream. Keeps my beard luscious and full, and the skin underneath hydrated, so it doesn't get all itchy. And they don't just deal in beard care products, so if you are in the mood for some fun, fantastical, and great-smelling hygiene products, then head on over to Beard Sorcery. You can use the code DistortionDevil, and you can save 10% off your order. As well, check out Bones Coffee Company. That's right, Bones Coffee Company.
Bones.
I received an email. I think my code is been upgraded. I think you get a whole whopping 20% off when you use code DistortionDevil for Bones Coffee.
20%.
Yeah.
Code
I've got
Distortion Devil. Hot
Code
fucking diggity.
Oh yeah. I've got some delicious French toast Bones coffee right here.
I need to remember to tell my partner to use that code again.
It's pretty
Does it
good.
use real French bones?
That's right.
From the catacombs?
That's right.
Whoa!
That's what adds the depthness of flavor.
Ported bones.
Aye. I've got bones inside my bones.
Bones.
And yes, we couldn't do this without wonderful people donating their bits and subs, such as Buttons23. Thank you for the 6 months. And without further ado, Leah, take us away.
On a cloudy, overcast day, in the rolling fields in the shadow of the Rocky Mountains in Central America, lies a town situated in the middle of nowhere. A dead zone for cell phones, and on all sides, cell towers owned by the mysterious and proprietarily known C.O.G.G.S organization. And as we look over this town, the occasional tree swaying in the rolling wind of the plains, we quickly zoom in to the point where we can't exactly see where the camera zooms into till we find ourselves in some dark chamber. There's the doop, 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 of some sort of like water dripping of some kind that you can hear in the distance, and the of something sliding and then thudding, sliding and then thudding, and a silhouette of a form, vaguely humanoid, dragging something also vaguely humanoid behind it through this long and obscured passageway. And as the form overtakes the camera, shrouding it in darkness, we would see the title screen, Lonely Hill. It would then cut with some whooshing of trees and shadows and darkness in passing through some clouds into the loud screeching of a city. Nearby city, some city that is named after the state that it is in. The camera would zoom in on a police precinct where I would like Citric, you to describe yourself sitting at your desk.
Trent is a man in his late 20s, disheveled look, and uh, clear bags under his eyes. This man is sitting on a desk, covers side to side in different papers, while in several empty cartons of cigarettes. Bags under his green color eyes show that he is getting very little sleep. As he comes, he passes his hand through his short brown hair. Bit of a stubble on his face because time is in short supply and not really a moment to shave. Probably going through the fifth cup of coffee this morning already.
And as you're going through the cup of coffee, you're flipping through the Bronson case again. That you have had no breakthroughs, no leeway, and basically no help. And as you're flipping through it again, you, out of the corner of your eye, spot one of your coworkers making their way over to your desk. She's kind of short, squat, tied back, reddish brown hair and a ponytail as she kind of comes up to you. She's dressed prim and proper, one of the like up and coming, probably going to be promoted to detective or something soon, but still an officer. Makes her way over towards you. Sorry to say this, Trent. But Chief Captain or Captain wants to talk to you.
What does the captain want with me now?
Looks down at like the papers you're like scrolling, you're like flipping through, and then looks up at you. I think you know. It's about the Bronson case again.
Just give me a moment. I'll be right there. He takes a big like puff of his cigarette and crushes it on a nearby ashtray. Grabs the binder, like overflowing with different scraps of paper, like whatever he can synthesize of this mess of a case, and like puts it under his arm and walks towards the chief's office.
She kind of rolls her eyes and makes her way back into the precinct, and you make your way into the office where you see Captain not Trent. I almost went with Trent. I have Captain Trevor. He is a white guy, kind of round belly, wide shoulders, has that handlebar mustache thing going, and despite not being a sheriff, he has that like flat-brimmed sheriff hat on, but even though he's just a captain in a police precinct in the city, he just has that sheriff hat on for no reason. He looks up at you. There you are, Mulligan. What are you doing?
My job, or at least I try to. This
No,
fucking
your
case.
job is to handle cases in the city in your jurisdiction.
Okay, but we keep getting calls about this town, dude. I know you want me to keep looking for the case here, but it's just another small-time robbery. These are several calls, and they are stacking up. You refuse to do anything about it.
Ugh, he kind of pinches his forehead. It's not my call, Mulligan, and unfortunately, neither is this. You've been looking in a little bit too much. I've told you to stop. And after the most recent interview that you did, I'm gonna just say it. You're a goddamn loose cannon, and I need you to turn in your gun and badge.
You're joking. People are calling into this prison because they are getting no help, and you want me to drop it.
If you want to help them so much, go get your private investigator's license and do it yourself. You're not going to do so at the time, expense, and resources of this police precinct. We are in charge of policing crime here in our local district, not chasing some willy-nilly missing persons case that was probably just some upset husband who ran away, never to be seen again.
No, what? Fine. Take the damn badge. And he throws it on his desk. Gotten nothing done here.
Firearm 2.
He unholsters the gun and puts it on the table.
can consider this a temporary leave of absence, but if you're still on the case by the time we get in touch with you again, you will not be getting a job offer.
He storms out of the room, leaving a trail of papers behind as he slams the door.
And as you slam the door, we're going to quickly slam cut, smash cut into another door being slammed closed. I think, Conrad, you just got out of a meeting where you have been basically ordered on another solo case out to a random town, and your family did the thing where they decide where you're going without your consent before you again, and you can ignore them, but the more that you do ignore them, the less often you're going to be given information and resources to do this sort of investigation and monster hunting. And you are just leaving the family meeting, and you're in your family estate. Why don't you describe it and what Conrad is feeling and up to and where they go right now? Connor?
Sorry, you said Conrad.
Oh, isn't Conrad your character's name?
Rowan.
Rowan. It's Conrad Vandelay on my fucking... Oh, that Conrad Vandelay. Rowan brain. I don't know why I fucking... Conrad has the fucking... I put the wrong character up on the thing. Rowan. My bad. My apologies. I don't know how that
all
fucking
good.
happened.
Rowan.
Turds.
Yeah, could you repeat that?
Yeah, of course. My bad. Rowan, you just got out of a family meeting. You have been ordered to another small town to go investigate some sort of missing persons case. And this is your second time that you've just been sent to a piss-off small town. The only sort of silver lining is that the Elrian family is involved. It's not too far away from where your last job was, and Luna Elrian is also being called in from her family. So you do have at least one contact that is a solid monster hunter, but otherwise you've just been told, hey, go to this random town and deal with it. The town, Lonely Hill, is relatively infamous within the monster hunting community. Being what is known as a haven town. It is where monsters, other supernatural beings, and creatures that come from other worlds have set up some sort of small society at the behest and support of both the C.O.G.G.S organization and the Elrian family. Not the Connolly family is aware of it, but probably isn't the biggest fan of it. And as you kind of slam the door, leaving the family meeting after basically being ordered off to some piss-ass small town again, what is Rowan feeling, and what do they do in this moment?
Rowan's been in this game for a long time. If he knows that sometimes when small towns are involved, things that are not of this world can get away with a lot more stuff. So while he's not thrilled at the prospect of having to bike all the way out to the middle of nowhere again, at least he's got familiar company, and at least, he's got a mission. There is also an ability I roll now at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Being the divine. I need to roll on weird.
And this is just a thing for anyone who's not familiar with the system, is some classes have abilities that you roll at the start of a mystery or at the start of an adventure or a session that has some relevance to how it goes. And the Divine, which is what Connor's character is doing that.
All right, I'm rolling on weird.
Roll it.
I'm rolling on weird. Any second now.
I believe. Come on, roll 20. You got this.
All right, maybe if I... Oh!
There you go. That's a failure.
That's a failure.
So what happens on a failure for this? What does the miss say?
Let me reopen my character sheet real quick.
All good, babe.
My sheet was actually blocking the prompt it was showing. So... On a miss, I am required to do something terrible, and if I do not accomplish it by the time it's ordered, I cannot use this again until I have made up for my failure. But I do get to ask one question.
Mm-hmm.
From the investigate a mystery move.
Yep. So the investigator mystery move on the reference sheet, the questions are, what happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? And what is being concealed here? After you ask your question, I will tell you what terrible thing you need to do.
I think my question will be, what sort of creature is it?
What sort of creature is it? Your family has... The reason why the Connollys are getting involved is because there is evidence of a substance or mystical influence that has not been seen in a couple hundred years. A couple hundred years ago, there was a very serious, nearly cataclysmic event. And for most people, the world went on. But for organizations like C.O.G.G.S and families like the Connollies, it was one of the closest things to an apocalypse this world ever had. And the Connollies' resources have detected similar signs happening once again. You are ordered to dispose of anything that has had direct contact with the source of this magical power.
Rowan just... That's probably the reason he that's probably the actual reason he, like, storms out of the meeting, is that he's like, great. If there are innocents involved, I'm going to have to do something I really don't like. But it's for the greater good. So Rowan grits his teeth, revs up his motorcycle, and begins to hit the road.
So we kind of follow the road for a while, and after we see him get on the motorcycle and head out from the family estate, we follow the road till we get to a small little rest stop where we see Luna. You are getting out after stretching your legs. You're not too far. Your hometown is not too far from Lonely Hill. Your family has helped support Lonely Hill and like has some contacts and friends. And your family was contacted by a resident within Lonely Hill, owner of a local donut shop by the name of Cammy. And Cammy contacted you and said, that someone's gone missing. And like the conversation went around a little bit, and you were like, Cammy, people go missing around Lonely Hill all the time. And being a member of the Elrian family, you know why. Oh, sorry, Arian family. You know why people go missing around this town all the time. Oftentimes, COGS will send nosy reporters or nosy investigators near the town as like a test, and if they succeed, they're usually hire them, and then they go missing because they've been brought into the organization. Other times, people go missing around the town because there's a lot of monsters nearby, and if tourists get a little too close, then stuff happens. But
Stuff happens.
COGS kind of keeps that on the down low, keeps local police precincts from investigating it, and keeps it from becoming too much of a big deal. COGS owns all the cell towers surrounding Lonely Hill, so even if something were to happen, and even if people were to kind of go, were like to get pictures or anything, they control the immediate media, like externals, and what couple pictures have made it out from someone like driving far away and then uploading a picture and that kind of thing have been treated like Photoshop and fakes and that kind of thing. So this is very early on. So like the quality for photos is really shitty for like camera photos and cell photos and that kind of thing. But the strange thing is Cammy is not human, nor are most of the residents of Lonely Hill. And it is Cammy's cousin, who is also not human, that's gone missing. And that is rare. That, as far as you've been alive, has not happened around Lonely Hill. Lonely Hill tends to have a really tight, close-knit community. And the couple times things like this have happened, it's been solved internally within the community. They don't have a policing system or anything like that. It's all local volunteers and all local community, and someone going missing and no one finding them, no one figuring it out, no one knowing where they went, that's odd. And that's why they called you, because your family is one of the few families that might be able to help.
Interesting. Yes, Luna stretching their legs. And just going over these notes and information in this little journal that they're keeping at the moment. While also, in the other hand, eating a donut that they got.
They
just
probably
because.
sent with this like, hey, can you come help? They sent like a little box of donuts with it as well. And the like sign for them, it's called I think it would be called the Hornhole Donut Shop, and it has a like bull head with a bunch of donuts on the horns of the bull head.
Oh,
that's like their like little mascot kind of thing.
Nice.
Like it's like a cute little thing, but it's because the family's minotaurs.
Ah, nice.
So it's a cute little joke. But you're kind of munching on one of their donuts and enjoying that, but at the same time kind of reading through what little information that Cammy's given you, knowing that you'll probably need to go investigate further. Is there anything else you want to do at this time, or you just get back in the car and get back on the road?
I would like to... Let's see. Probably use one of my actions. I think it's called Mythical Library.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Mythical? Oh, no. Lord Library. That's what I want to do. So.
Mm-hmm. So
basically going to read through my collection of books to try to see if there has been.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. So your family was one of the people that helped found this Haven town, right? And so
Mhm.
your family has a lot of just information sitting around about this town. So you just like brought all the books that you could, shoved them in the back of the van, and got on the road. And now you're like going through them, reading through. It's a bunch of information, but mayhaps some of it may be useful in the future. And now you have a +1 forward when investigating mystery. Which the books that you have, I think it makes a lot of sense it would be relevant to this. So yeah, you're
Mhm.
just reading through it, munching on a donut before getting back in the car and hitting the road once more.
Yup. Getting back and just like in this kind of, it looks out of place in any place spooky, as it is a little Volkswagen van with like colorful flowers and stuff on it
Mm-hmm.
as they drive off.
Amazing. And as you drive off and begin to head into head off into the horizon towards the town of Lonely Hill, the camera would kind of follow it, pan up, and in the sky, we would see the silhouette of a bird. And, we'd be like, oh yeah, pigeon, dove, eagle, maybe something like that. But the camera would slowly zoom in, and the colors would slowly become more clear as a yellow-headed, green-bodied budgie is kind of circling above and beginning to fly down towards the town of Lonely Hill after doing kind of a loop above it. What has Pickle been up to?
Pickle, uh, Pickle has recently escaped captivity and is trying to get their bearings, scouting around this area. They are just a little budgie, and their owner has gone missing. So clearly, when they didn't show up and fed them their fresh water or fresh fruit, something was obviously awry. So Pickle had to escape captivity and is now surveying Lonely Hill.
You're kind of surveying Lonely Hill, and I think we'll have you make the first move roll of the game. I will ask
Okay.
you this. Are you, in this situation, more looking around the town for signs of your owner, signs of something that has happened, signs of something amiss, or are you just like getting a read on the town? Is this like a vibe check? Or are you just like scouting out? What's more the vibe here?
I think Pickle originally wanted to find the owner, but is sort of overwhelmed by being outside for the first time in who knows how long, maybe ever.
Mm-hmm.
So probably just getting their bearings,
Getting your bearings.
flying from perch to rooftop to perch, because having lived in a small apartment or like a smaller building, being an indoor bird, does not have the stamina to just fly forever, miles and miles. Would
Mhm.
probably crash lands a little bit here and there.
So this is a read a bad situation right now, because like the situation in
Yes.
general is bad. Something bad's happening. People are gone missing. You can't find your owner. Roll me plus sharp.
Can I hold on? I think I have a thing
So
to
yeah,
this.
if you have a thing for it, awesome. Yeah, but this is read a bad
There,
situation. You roll plus sharp.
there is a. I can get +1 hold to read a bad situation, even on a miss. Because there's a chittering of whispered advice in the back of my head.
Mm-hmm. As you're flying, these just strange whispers of languages that like even the audience doesn't understand, just whispering through your mind. and roll me your read a bad situation. So this is just the class. I think you can just click on the little 2 dice near it. There you go. So you get a success, mixed success. There's no consequence on this one, so you just only get hold 1. And if you would have failed, you would have kept your hold 1 from the whispers, but because you just mixed success, hold 1.
Okay.
So that unless it says you add a hold, like what's the specific wording?
Let's see. Specific word. Get +1 hold to read a bad situation, even on miss.
Oh, no. So you get 2 total. So it would be rather than hold 1, so it just adds 1 no matter what. Okay, so you can ask the following questions and get 2. Best way in, best way out, dangers you haven't noticed, biggest threat, most vulnerable to you, best way to protect the victims. Some of these questions, when questions like this happen, they won't necessarily be relevant, but all of these questions are intentionally vague and meant to be read in potentially different ways. So you can look at it and be like, okay, what's my best way in? But your best way in could be dependent on the situation. Biggest threat could be what is most threatening to you, but also what is most at threat. Like what's most vulnerable could be like, okay, what's in danger, or what is the weak spot on the body I can hit, or what is the weakness on this wall I can break through, like that kind of thing.
Yeah, it makes perfect
questions
sense.
Are very vague intentionally, so you get 2.
First, I think Pickle would be considering what is the biggest threat. Having just come outside, there are probably other birds around. There's like cars and shit. Like,
yeah,
this is a lot to take in.
There's a lot of things that you're just like getting used to and experiencing for the first time. The loud noises, the screeching, there are dogs barking and that kind of thing. The biggest threat, are you talking about you specifically in this moment, or in general in regards to the mystery and your missing owner?
Let's just start with safety first.
Safety first. So the biggest threat to you right now are other animals of some kind. It would behoove you greatly to be near humans and to find a human to be around.
Got it. The second question would be, what's most vulnerable to me, in the sense of what human could I charm my way towards?
All right, what
human who seems susceptible?
Charm your way towards. You are flying over, doing a loop town, and most of the humans that you see are like in groups or talking. Some of them are like at a local school, like football field, bleachers, that kind of thing, and are like chatting on the bleachers while some people are playing games. You know it's Halloween, or you don't know exactly what Halloween is, but you do know it is Halloween. There's a bunch of people wearing silly outfits. It's getting closer to the evening, so like people are like starting to come out and like mill about that kind of thing. Some people are talking on porches, and you're finding it hard to find a person by themselves. But as you do a wider loop, the gas station outside of town, just like on the very edge of town, there is a single car that's parked down there. It's actually a pickup truck, and there's a solo individual who's just filling up gas out there.
Okay, I am so tired of flying. That guy, he's isolated. I'm gonna make my way. Just one more flight. Okay. And he takes off and flutters.
You flutter away right as you look back, and a red-tail hawk landed on a tree nearby. You're like,
evasive maneuver.
evasive maneuvers, and you begin to fly down, and we're gonna pan down faster than you move to where Wulfgar, you are filling up your pickup truck. What is Wulfgar's day job? Where are you coming from? Where are you headed to?
I think Wulfgar is on the day to day a like longshore fisherman. Might be closer towards river maybe this season or not. He isn't sure. Just kind of goes where the work
There's
is.
a little creek nearby. That's like the closest water source, and you probably do a lot of your fishing there. There's like a pond upriver, and that kind of thing.
He's probably taking time off of work then to go back into the countryside, and just explore and be in nature again rather than the hustle and bustle of a busy city. He's filling up his Ford F-150 Lightning and trying to keep the radio static at somewhat of a minimum to listen to the radio. He's kind of wearing a deep red flannel. He's got pretty dark black hair, ruddy-ish skin, and bright green eyes. As he's also kind of kicking some dust and debris off of his stone-washed, low-rise jeans, and kind of rain boots on just underneath, doing his best to keep busy while the tank fills.
So this is like a local haven town where a lot of like fantasy creatures that like find sanctuary or haven with either the COGS organization or a family or that kind of thing. It's where a lot tend to localize. Are you from here, or are you being a dwarf have the benefit of like that a lot of fantasy creatures don't have, of you look human enough that you can blend into society, which is probably what lets you do the like longshore fishing and being out of town. But are you from here, or are you just visiting?
He's not from here. I think he's just visiting.
You're just visiting. Got it.
I think he's going to try and look like the locals, but he's just visiting.
Who do you know here?
I don't think he knows anyone yet. I think he's going out and exploring, just trying to figure stuff out.
Heck yeah. You being in the like fantasy community, as sometimes it's called, within the like other fantasy creatures, you've heard of this town before, and it's the kind of thing where if you know, and if you're in the loop, then you can find your way here pretty easily. And it's your first time visiting. Have you ever been to a haven town before, or is this your first one?
This is probably his first one. I think he's excited. He's probably he probably went to the liquor store first to attach to the gas station to get some like hot dogs and basic supplies.
Awesome. And while you're just kind of here, you have your stuff loaded up in the bags in the front seat, and you're filling up your gas. You're kind of kicking some dirt off. There's and a bright yellow and green bird begins to fly directly towards you.
He's gonna look around to see if like there's an RV or something. Maybe someone lost their bird.
Nope.
He's just gonna look at the bird like, what's going on?
I gotta land directly in his hair. Or his beard, actually. Just crash land in his beard.
Oof. He'll kind of hit the ground. Are you okay, little one? He'll kind of try to pick up the bird from his beard.
Mm-hmm. You hear a bird breathing, like
he'll like
just
feel
definitely
the
doing the thing where like the wings are sort of lifted to the side. Like they don't sweat per se, but the way that birds cool themselves, just lifting their wings up a little bit and then breathing fast.
He's gonna put the bird upside down to get them to fall asleep automatically. And then while they're upside down, gonna like check the wing to make sure they're not hurt.
You hear that, and they don't seem hurt.
He'll put them back up. You talk?
Well, I'm a parrot. That's what we do.
Do all parrots usually talk?
Oh, yeah.
Gnarly.
I needed to get away from a hawk real quick.
He'll kind of
Give me a
like
second.
put his hand out so that he's free and he's not being held captive.
Thank you. You wouldn't happen to have any fresh water on you or fruit?
Oh, yeah. Hold on. He'll take out his thermostat, pour some water into it, and he'll take out some sunflower seeds that he was munching on while driving here, and kind of put it on the front of the truck.
Oh, hell yeah. That's a good shit. So Pickle just hops on and skips over and just starts munching on the sunflower seeds and sips some more. Doing like the classic, like head down, beak into the water, and then throwing your head back to drink. Thank you. I owe you my life.
That sounds like a pretty heavy commitment. I don't know about that.
Okay.
But you were, I've never been hit by a bird, let alone talk to one. Are you okay?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just a little out of sorts. And a little out of practice.
I'm gonna be here for a minute while I'm filling up the tank. You're more than welcome to stay here. Take as much as you need.
Thank you, tall fellow. Do you know my human? Have you seen him?
What's your human look like? Does he have a name?
Leah, what does my human look like?
Your human looks like your human in heavy quotations.
My person.
Looks like, yeah, your person looks like a very elongated, lanky individual with, I would say, mannequin-like features is probably the best way to describe their like facial features, etc.
Okay.
Yeah.
Way taller than you and not as hairy or it's just with much expression, really, like sort of doll-like.
He'll just like point towards any random person that's taller than him. Like that?
It's like a gas station attendant nearby. they have like red hair and like the little apron on. This real lanky motherfucker looks over.
A gas station attendant? Are we in Oregon?
Close enough.
No. That was like, no, you're not. Yeah, I mean, you're not in Oregon. You're in like Central America, Shadow of the Rockies, but
But they still have gas station attendants.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
But I would say this isn't like the filling up here. There's just someone who's out there like filling up the windshield cleaning fluid in one of those like little troughs that you can use to clean your windshield. Like they're just kind of like look over, just give like the sup nod before walking back inside.
Well, I mean,
quiet, but
I don't think I've seen a lot of people that are taller than me, but I mean, we can drive around and look for him if you want. Probably be easier than flying. Just take a chill pill, get some water, and then when, you're feeling fresh, we'll head out, yeah?
That sounds like a good deal.
Dope.
Thank you. The bargain is struck.
The bargain is struck. Oh my god. Does that actually happen? Do you actually say that?
And that just chitters off into him. And eat some more bird seeds.
Wulfgar would be very confused at that, but just
Yep.
think nothing
as
of
we
it.
kind of zoom out of that circumstance, and the two of you are like, you like step away to go maybe grab like another bottle of water from inside the gas station or something to get for the bird, or maybe some more sunflower seeds just in case. We are going to, the camera's going to pan up and look way down the road at a distance heading towards where we are going to see what does Trent drive normally?
With the salary, probably not an expensive car.
Mm-hmm.
Toyota Corolla or anything like that.
We zoom down the road a few miles, maybe 5 to 10 almost. Decent chunk outside of the town, where a Toyota Corolla is off the side of the road with a bunch of steam coming out from underneath the hood. And what are you Trent, what are you doing?
Fuck. Knew I had to change the fucking oil. Do I see any gas station nearby, or at least I
You
have
know
seen
the
anything?
town is some distance away. You don't quite know. The maps here aren't great. There's no mile marker. You have no idea how far the town is. You can vaguely see the hill in the distance, but a few miles minimum.
Do I see like the car is going to make it, or?
Oh no, it is steaming. The indicator for your engine has gone off, and the temperature thing has skyrocketed to the red zone.
I move the car to the side of the road. I stop. I take a minute. I probably scream just in the middle of the highway, and then I
Mhm.
look at my phone to see if I have any signal.
0 bars, no service.
Trent just starts kicking the the tire.
And as you're kicking the tire, you hear the rumble of a car heading towards you from down the road. Not from the town, from the road, the direction you came from, heading towards you toward the town.
I see at the road and like put my hand out and try to get their attention.
You try to wave, do a little bit of
Yep.
hitchhiking, and Luna, as you're driving down the road, you see a hitchhiker with a steaming car off the side of the road.
Oh. Hmm. Okay. Make sure that that person's all right. And puts on the blinker and moves over. Like, kind of comes up. Goes off the side of the road just a little bit. Takes the key, turns off the car, takes out the keys for safety. Steps out. They see like very short-statured, like red-eyed woman. That their height is only countered by their kind of chunky-heeled go-go boots. As they like step out, and it's like, having trouble?
A little bit. Sorry to bother you. Uh, do you know if there is any gas station nearby or anyone I can like get to tow my car? It's not making it out of here alone.
You've been to Lonely Hill before. You know about the gas station right outside of town.
Oh yeah, there's like one just like outside of town, but it's probably too long of a walking distance. Do you need a lift?
If you wouldn't mind, I would really appreciate it.
Okay. Luna's gonna look make sure, just like out of safety concerns and stuff like that, it's just like, just look him up and down, just like get a glean of this
This is a read a
person.
bad situation.
Let's see. Game options. Nope.
It's
not that one.
absolutely reading a bad situation.
Let's see.
Roll
Read
plus
a
sharp.
bad situation. And I don't have any hold, so.
Trent, the bad situation, Mulligan.
So you get to ask me 2
Oh.
questions. Best way in, best way out.
Oh.
Dangers you haven't noticed. Biggest threat. Most vulnerable to you. Best way to protect the victims. Probably biggest threat. That seems like the...
Yeah, that is the first one.
The biggest threat is probably that vehicle, which is steaming, and probably needs to be taken care of immediately. Besides that, the biggest threat is actually going to be in the town, whatever got the person missing. Yeah, but other than that, in this moment, those are the biggest threats to you. Whatever's in town, and that vehicle this person was driving that definitely needs a checkup.
Oh, that car doesn't look too hot. I mean, it looks hot, but yeah, as long as it's not gonna like catch on fire, maybe you should like bring anything that you like might need. with you just in case while we're gone. The car's off, right?
The car is off. Yeah, I don't have it running. It's still
Okay.
steaming though. I don't like that.
Yeah, that's not good.
Mhm. Yeah,
Let's
I have a
see.
couple. I have a couple papers and other stuff I have to take from here. Just thank you. Give me a moment. Trent
Okay.
goes grab his travel bag, and he starts just shoving papers inside, and suddenly realizes like, oh, there's one thing I have to take from here, and I need to inform you. It's just something I don't want to leave behind for safety reasons.
Okay.
I actually, Trent steps away from the car and opens the door and points, not touching it, so you know it's there.
Takes a peek.
You see a shotgun.
Mmm. Well, is it loaded?
No, not carrying
Okay.
that load at me. No, not at all.
Okay, good. Glad that you know safety. You can put that in the back.
Good. Sorry for the trouble again. I wasn't expecting to have to deal with this.
It's okay. It's okay. I understand. Sometimes there are some very rowdy wildlife sometimes, and they need to be scared off sometimes. Um,
Yeah.
what's your name, sir?
I'm Trent. Trent Mulligan. And he
Nice to meet you,
offers his
Mr.
hand.
Mulligan. My name's Luna. Uh, mm,
It's a very pretty name.
thank you, thank you. But yes, you can put the shotgun in the back, but you can carry everything else alongside you. Let's see. And then I
Trent's got
had another question, right?
You have one more question you can ask. Best way in, best way out, dangers you haven't noticed. Vulnerable to you, best way to protect the victims.
It's between dangers that I haven't noticed, or what's the best way to
Remember,
protect
with
victims.
read a bad situation is you can hold on to the question and ask it later.
Okay, I think I'm gonna hold on to it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
And you can interrupt at any time to say, I want to use my hold now.
okay, so I will put one in hold because it's not immediately relevant. Because
Yeah, no,
these
you makes sense. You help load the shotgun into the back, and I'm just gonna say, when the back is open, you notice, Trent, that there are like stacks of papers and like crystals hanging from the ceiling, incense, jars and vials of various substances and powders. It's a very eclectic mix back here when you set the gun back here.
think of like fortune tellers vibes, like mixed with a little bit of hippie.
Like one of those kitschy hippie shops, that kind of thing.
And everything smells like cinnamon and vanilla.
Cinnamon, vanilla. You don't know why, right? Like Luna, you don't know why this happens. Just you can't help it. You don't know where it comes from. But whenever there's just this patchouli that you can't get rid of on some of the books and items and stuff, and it's why you try to cover it up with the cinnamon and vanilla.
Ah, okay.
But
Yeah.
you load into the car and begin driving down the road, and eventually pull into the gas station where the pickup truck has probably pulled away from the actual like fill station, and a little off to the side where Pickle and Wulfgar are kind of catching up. Pickle, Wulfgar, you look over and you see this like flower painted Volkswagen van pull up with two people, like two of probably some of the most mismatched people you've ever seen step out. And what do you do, Trent? Do you I assume you head into the gas station to grab some stuff? Luna, you probably you're red. It wasn't quite at red, but you were heading too low, so you might as well fill up the gas. Pickle, Wulfgar, are you guys just talking, or is anything are you asking anything specific? Do you want to have a scene here?
Every single time someone new walks by, Wulfgar will say, "Is that them?"
No, that's I don't think that's not them. Oh, not that one either. What? Did they put flowers on a? Those aren't real flowers.
Look, you
And while
you
you're
seem
talking,
you seem pretty wound up. Maybe just take a breath, all right? Well, we'll find them. I promise. I don't know how I know this, but I know this.
there's a sound as you finish that, and the revving of a loud engine is heard. As describe the bike, Connor.
It is entirely a custom job. It's picture just huge engine block, huge pipes that are making tons of noise. This slick black with yellow accents, absolute muscle beast of a motorcycle that looks like it's been through hell and back.
Hell yeah.
You are driving into the town of Lonely Hill, and as you're pulling into the town proper, you see Luna's just Luna. Your last name is pronounced how again?
I think you've pronounced it correctly. My brain just shut off and I couldn't
Arian?
pronounce my last name.
Is it Arian or Elrian?
Elrian.
Elrian, okay. You see the Elrian van in this little gas station as you're pulling by. So there's probably that slow as you pull the bike into the gas station.
Yeah, Rowan will kick the kickstand out and shut off the motorcycle and get off, pull off his aviators, and just take a cursory glance around.
Yeah, if you want to describe what everyone sees as Rowan gets off the bike.
Yeah, so Rowan Rowan is a tall, broad-shouldered man who's got sort of bronzed skin, looks like he's seen a lot of sun. He's clad head to toe in black biker leathers that look very beat up. He has almost unnaturally bright amber eyes and dirty blonde hair that's shaved on the sides, while the hair on top is pulled into Celtic knots and clamped into a ponytail with silver clamps. He's got a chin strap beard, and very contrary to the rest of his appearance, he's got these very elaborate looking tattoos that seem like they're almost made of gold.
Sick.
Hell yeah. And we just hear from the other side of the parking lot, from Wulfgar. Is that him?
I think Pickle first startled by the sound of the engine, and then after it kind of settles and he rolls up, Pickle is just kind of wiggling his head up and down and mimicking the sound of the engine, like.
Whoa, that's hella cool. But yeah, is that him?
Nope, not the guy.
Word.
I didn't even know there were so many people here. It's gonna be a lot more difficult than I thought.
Or it's gonna be a lot easier, because if there's a bunch of people all gathered together, chances of finding your person are gonna be higher, yeah?
You're right. Birds together strong.
Whoa. Deep.
Whoa, deep.
We see I love you too. We see Trent step back out, and you have some coolant for your car. You're not quite sure what you'll need to fix it, but you step back out and kind of take a look around the situation. The person in the gas station, they said that it's one of those combination like gas station, but they have like the little garage mechanic thing
Oh, heck yeah.
on the door by the side. And so they said that they would ask the mechanic and they would probably send someone to go up the road and check it out, but it probably wouldn't happen anytime today or tomorrow because it is Halloween and people are going to be busy with the holiday. And
I give them my number so they can call me up like tomorrow if anything happens. Still not like happy with leaving the car just there by the road. But not
the
much I
person
can
behind the
do.
counter, though, as you're like stepping back, or they would look you up and down, and they would probably give you some sentence that you would think is odd. Is they look you up and down and go, "Nice costume, man! Like great glamour."
What?
Gives you a thumbs up before they head into the back.
Sure. Thumbs up back. With a clear like expression of confusion in his face. What a day. He goes out and just trying to take some air and breathing, trying to forget the situation and thinking what I am going to do next. Actually, and at that, he stops, looks in his travel bag and looks through the folder again. You said the person I'm investigating goes by the last name Branson, right?
Bronson, yes.
Bronson. He goes back inside of the gas station. Sorry, do you happen to know someone by the last name Bronson here in town?
I would say you also have a picture of them as well.
Perfect. Full name would be?
Bronson. I'm
Grant
sorry,
Bronson.
I don't know the name Bronson. Pretty
Yeah,
tight-knit town. I don't think they live here. I haven't heard the name before. Do you know what
got a
they look
picture of
like?
the. Yeah, I got a picture of them. I think they were reporting for a missing persons case, and he hands over the picture.
The person kind of makes like has like a look on their face, like a oh, yeah, no, I actually do recognize them. Didn't know the name. They didn't give me a name, but they passed through. Yeah, they're something about water treatment or water testing or something like that. Which for you, like doing some investigation, that tracks. They were like a state employee for the Fish and Wildlife Service, so they did like water testing and that kind of thing. Like that was probably one of their jobs. They're like, yeah, no, they came through. Gotta say, like a week ago, maybe.
You heard nothing of them since that day?
I just assumed they passed through.
Well, it's still helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Mechanic will go check that out, and you have a great Halloween.
As best as I can right now. Same to you.
Yeah, yeah. Do you want a mask? And they gesture at a like stack of, in case the glamour goes down, of multicolor masks. They're plastic, but they're like made to look kind of porcelain-y, and there's a bunch of different colors. There's like blue, black, white, gray, green, yellow, like full spectrum of colors, but they are just like circular masks. They're like the theater masks, you know what I mean? Like they're just smile face or sad face. You want a mask?
How expensive are they?
Oh no, they're free. We collect them all at the end of the year, and I'm just one of the places that hands them out.
Oh, sure. Thank you. And he just, like, kind of hesitant, but takes a red one and looks at it. You guys really take Halloween very seriously if you are just giving stuff up.
It's kind of smiles. It's a bit of a local custom. We like to celebrate it here.
That's a good spirit to have. Thank you.
So you step out, the lights are starting to go down. Some of the lights are starting to turn on in town as the sun is setting to an extent. It's getting towards the evening, and you know your vehicle will not be ready right away. What have Luna? I imagine Luna. You would step out, Trent. I would imagine to Luna and Rowan catching up. I want to check in with that conversation.
What you doing here?
Well, out here on business, unfortunately.
Yeah, same.
About
Especially
figured
on
as much.
Halloween.
Yeah. That's the time when a lot of weird things start happening and not a lot gets solved. It gets filed under strange happenings just because it's the season.
Yeah. Kind of a shame. I had butterscotch cookies ready for the trick-or-treaters, but oh well.
Well, I'm here to make sure that those trick-or-treaters can collect all of their sweets at the end of the night.
Yeah. You've heard about the whole missing persons thingy?
Ah, I've been briefed on the disappearances already.
I've been called about the same thing. It's a little bit weird that it keeps happening, especially in this town. In terms of the types of people that are disappearing being the monsters, not the other stuff. Because Luna's pretty much sure that Rowan is kept up to date with like.
Oh yeah, no, you would know that the part of the reason you've been sent here is one of the town's residents have gone missing. Missing persons happen around this town all the time, but one of the town's residents has gone missing.
Yeah, and that's what Luna's referring to Rowan specifically, where it's just like, you understand what I actually mean.
Yeah, Rowan nods. So, any ideas?
I brought some of my books with me to help with the investigation, but so far haven't found anything that stood out just yet. Let's see. Oh, there was also a hitchhiker on the side of the road. So don't mind the shotgun in the back. It's not mine.
I won't. Though a stranger with a shotgun in this kind of town makes you wonder.
Yeah. I mean, like, they didn't seem like a threat. The only thing that seemed like a threat at the time was their car exploding because it messed up or something.
He looks out the window, assuming he sees the owner of said car.
Yeah, you're talking, and you. I think you've stepped off your bike and you've stepped out of your car, and the two of you are like talking while you're filling up the van.
Yeah, like we're just around the van right now.
Yeah, you look over and you would see Trent stepping out of the gas station right now, holding the red mask, and you see, you've been in this business a lot. You see a private investigator, Rowan. You immediately recognize one when you see one.
Great. You didn't tell me he was a cop.
He didn't have a badge.
No. He's a cop. I know the type.
No, that's unfortunate. Probably investigating the other stuff.
Aren't there systems in place, though, for places like this? It keeps the
There are.
boys in blue out of the business of this sort of thing. Oh, local dogs.
Dogs barking in the distance.
Bark, 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 bark. They can smell a pig from a mile away. I'm just kidding.
Probably should deal with that.
Hey.
Okay. Bark, bark.
But as you step out, Trent, you see two groups of people here. There is over in one of the park's car spots is a pickup truck with a parrot and a very short guy chatting to it. And a new person has arrived in the bike and is talking to the person who gave you a lift.
I walk to them.
Hello, Mr. Mulligan.
Hi, Luna. Hi, you...
Oh, this is my friend Rowan.
I believe he had to step away for a second,
Yes,
so
he
Rowan
did.
would just kind of nod. And as you step up and the group of them begin talking, I am going to actually have our bird once again roll a read a bad situation. This is specifically because of your whispers. It is one of the few abilities that means I can prompt a read a bad situation rather than it just be something you do.
Awesome. There would be a 7.
You get to ask me 2 more questions
with
from read a bad situation.
But with whispered advice, does that still carry over for this one, or like how when you ask for it?
Yes, it would still apply here. So you
Okay,
still
so it's
get
still
the
so it
you still
becomes
get
an 8 then.
Yep.
Okay. I get to ask you 2 questions.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Since this is prompted by the whispers, what are the whispers kind of telling me in this scenario?
There is... It's almost like an alert about something either coming or happening or some sort of awareness psychically that you're having.
A sense of urgency?
Mm-hmm. I think that's a good way to put it.
Okay. I think the questions I'm going to ask then.
This is a good point to bring up at this point is when you have more than one question that you can ask, I will allow one question to be asked from the other list, investigate a mystery. So if none of the read a bad situation questions, even though it was a read a bad situation roll, I allow you to use one of your questions from the investigate a mystery questions and vice versa. This like applies both ways, but you can only ask one from the other list.
Gotcha. I think probably in between chatting with Wulfgar, just trying to listening in a little bit on what the others are talking about, even though are we far away from them? Am I getting any info?
I would say you're like kind of far away, but also at the same time you have whispers, so maybe you do hear what they're saying, like that kind of thing.
Okay. Wait, I think I heard one of them mention a missing person.
Oh, you want to fly over there, or do you want me to carry you over? Or what do you want?
Okay. Read a bad situation. What's my best way in? How do we approach them?
Your best way in, the best way to probably ingratiate your way into talking with these people or to get a connection and begin to work together, maybe get some information. People are you know that just being a cute bird very often just helps. So that will probably help. But you also imagine, especially looking at the Trent, so like you would recognize them as the person in the long brown coat. They have their eyes kind of on a swivel, that kind of thing. So they seem like the kind of person who they also look like they're looking for something, right? So it could be the kind of thing that, oh, because they are also looking like like this group of people all look like they're looking for things. Like some of them have eyes on a swivel. You heard someone talking about a missing person. The best way in is probably to connect the things that you are doing that are similar. If they're looking for something, maybe the things that they're looking for are connected, and maybe you two can help each other.
Got it. If Wulfgar, if you could approach them and just ask, if they were talking about, if they're talking about missing people and if they could help us out, I will look cute and endear myself to them.
Word. You want me to carry you over there, or are you just gonna fly over?
I shall perch upon your shoulder.
Sick. All right. And Wulfgar will waddle over towards the collection of people.
Yeah, as Rowan and Trent probably shake hands to introduce each other. Luna, who's like facing the other direction, you would see one of the few people you've seen that's shorter than you, Wulfgar, in your life, like begin walking towards you with a cute little bird on his shoulder.
Doing the full like puppy dog, big eyes.
Oh, hello.
Hey, good time of day to you all.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah, that. Say, I got a friend here who's missing somebody. You guys know anyone who's maybe got friends who's also missing people? I don't know.
Who's your friend?
He's taller than me, and I guess more doll-like, I think.
I like to imagine while you're saying that you keep looking at Pickle like to double check, like
just nodding.
Out of curiosity, like anything in that description matches the picture I'm carrying.
Absolutely not. Like the picture you're carrying is like one of the most average government worker guys you've ever seen. They have like the combed over brown hair, the clean shaven, they have glasses, they had a denim like work because they were an outside worker. They were a very like classic government worker type.
Mm-hmm.
Do any of you know this bird?
First time seeing it. I am looking for someone myself, though. Trent takes the picture again. Do any of you happen to have seen this person?
Yeah, Pickle, you have. They came to visit your house shortly before your owner went missing.
Oh. I mean,
you will all hear that, yeah. It's, oh, I mean, like, that's out loud.
Is that your friend, little guy? He kind of looks towards the bird.
Shakes my head. No. This is. But I've seen this person before. They know my friend.
Oh,
we all hear that.
That's
Luna
good.
blinks.
I've
Oh.
never seen a talking parrot before.
Yeah, according to this little guy, they're hella common.
It's called mimicry. We all do it.
Mm-hmm. Luna's like, yup.
Luna, you've seen magic before.
Rowan's
Luna's
eyebrows.
like, oh, we have a normie in this group, and I'm gonna have to play along with this.
Rowan's eyebrows
Yeah.
sort of raise, and he like looks over at Trent. It's just
Yeah.
very much this clearly supernatural beings very much skirting the line around a mundane.
So here's the thing.
I'm just a budgie. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hold on. Moves. I do get Occult Confidential. The first time in each mystery that you observe a monster, minion, or phenomenon in action, you may ask one question from the investigate a mystery
Do
list.
it. Yes. Yes. Use your
Oh,
abilities. I love it.
cool.
This
Oh,
shit
yeah.
is not normal.
I love it.
Because your path is actually the mundane. That's what it's called, right?
I'm playing the Gum Show. But
Gumshoe,
Oh,
actually.
right.
yeah.
But Gumshoe are mundane. They are like one of the more mundane classes.
Listen, how do people learn languages? They also mimic. All right, it's just completely normal. Don't worry about it.
Mm.
My name's Wulfgar. I'm kind of new here. Damn, I didn't get your name, little friend.
The name bestowed upon me by my dear friend and owner, or person, is Pickle.
Pickle. Oh, because you're
You go by
green.
many names, but Pickle is the most recent.
Luna's trying to act so much like it's like this is normal. Yes, this is absolutely completely normal. Not
Rowan's like trying to stifle a laugh.
Ugh.
Oh, this
I
little
can
guy
like-
flew straight into me when I was filling up the 150 back there.
He saved my life from a hawk.
Oh, I didn't know I did that. That's cool. But anyways, he said his guy is missing. I don't know what to do, but figured, hey, maybe you guys here may have heard of something. Maybe someone talking about a bird looking for him.
My person always comes home before nightfall, and then I get, fresh water, and I get bird seeds, and I get fresh fruit. This hasn't
Oh, my
happened in
bad. You need
days now.
My bad. You need
Days.
fruit. We can pick you up some fruit.
Sorry, did Citric actually ask his question?
Oh
I
yeah.
did not.
No, we've just been
Eh,
vamping a little bit. What's the question, bud?
Mm, I mean, the way things are going, I don't think it's worth asking. Because do I want to do what is being concealed here? Do I need to use it to break through the obvious matter that everyone is acting like if I am not in the loop?
I do think I will say you can figure out that there's something else going on, but if you ask what is being concealed here, you will get additional information regarding the mystery.
Yeah, I'm going to go with what is being concealed here. Like
What is
clearly,
being
this entire
concealed here? I mean,
conversation is
clearly this thing is acting weird. That is not how normally birds talk. You have had a suspicion of like mysterious things going on around this town. Like that is the thing that you've kind of stumbled into, is when investigating this case and other missing persons case around the area, there have been more than one report of like a weird thing, like the kind of thing that ends up in the National Enquirer. And this town has showed up in the National Enquirer, I think, a couple times, and that was like one of some of the papers that you had, right? Some of the stuff that you've been looking into. And this is tracking with some of the stuff you read. Not everything, Talking Bird was never in any of the reports, but it's definitely tracking. But I think the real thing that you like pick up on and that you really starts to click is, oh yeah, the owner was doll-like. Oh yeah, nice glamour, nice costume. You look down and you realize the mask is like a human mask. Like that, it's meant to look like just a human face. And you look over and you see a group of like what would be school children making their way down the sidewalk towards the gas station. And the gas station attendant like begins to step out and like it has a thing of candy, and you probably wouldn't have noticed it because they look like a bunch of kids in costumes with these masks on as just like an additional accessory, until you realize that the costumes are just the children and the mask is the costume, as a group of monster kids begin to make their way down the street. And it's the kind of thing that's like, they have the mask for that reason. You would have just kind of like, brain would have skipped over it. But with the bird and with everything, you are realizing that you are in a town of myths and legends. Like, this kind of thing is maybe world shattering for you. Up to you how world shattering this is.
Actually, we have dice for that. Do you want me to do a cool roll?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Let's act under this is acting under pressure.
Oop. Here we go. That is a mixed success.
Mixed success. So the choice I'm going to give you here is you keep your cool, but it is obvious to the people around you that you are freaking out, or like that you are coming to terms with something, that you're having a realization, or you have a like very, very obvious like freak out, kind of like you actually begin to like, oh my god, what the hell is going on, that kind of thing. But it will have some additional benefit moving forward that you don't know yet.
Yeah, Trent is gonna take a couple steps back and just look at the group. And what is going on here?
Probably some very good ventriloquism.
No, that's not what's going on.
People have gone missing. Who is the person on that poster?
You see him clearly, like breathing heavy. I want someone to explain me what is going on in here.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Are you?
I'm fine, but you look like you're panicking. You need like some water or something?
Luna's looking at Rowan. Just
Rowan like obviously rolls his eyes and just shakes his head.
Just
Rowan,
head tilt, like solid 90-degree head tilt.
You figure out what's going on here really quickly with the PI, with the, oh, what's going on? Oh, he didn't show a badge, and you like it clicks. You've seen C.O.G.G.S do this a bunch of times. Trent's currently being tested for the organization.
Oh. I know what's happening here.
Hmm.
We got
Sure,
ourselves a
glass.
little baby cog here.
Oh, okay. So we can fill him in?
Probably.
A bit called
That sound
parrot.
about right,
Parrot.
little man?
I'm listening.
Well, as you may have surmised, this place isn't exactly what it seems. The residents here aren't particularly what they seem. This place is a sort of a safe haven for beings that would rather keep their privacy from the human world, so to speak. Are you following me so far, baby cog?
Think I am.
Good.
You lost me. I have no idea.
Oh, it's all right. You don't have to worry about this. Luna kind of scratches the bird a little bit.
Whoa, okay, wait, that's nice.
Whoa,
Whoa,
whoa.
I've ever heard. Whoa. Okay, actually, that's really.
Now, I take it that you were probably former investigator. Is that sounding right?
I'm an active investigator. Thank you.
Right. Maybe you stuck your nose into a place it didn't quite belong and got reassigned, so to speak.
I haven't been reassigned anywhere. What I've been trying to do is figure out what's going on here. I have a missing persons case that the department refuses to investigate, so that's why I'm here.
Hmm. Well, perhaps you and I can get along after all.
I
Yeah.
doubt it.
Your call, baby cog. Anyway. Yeah. A missing person. That is why a majority of us are here. It seems. And he just looks over at the bird. Except
So what do
the missing person in question is not a person, so to speak.
That's a bit rude, isn't it?
Well, not a person by human standards at the very least. Most humans, anyway.
Trent points at the children walking by discreetly, so not to be too obvious. You mean like
They're
them?
walking like up the hill now, like leaving the gas station.
The titular Lonely Hill.
The titular Lonely Hill.
You mean like
You were
them?
saying, Citric?
Mm-hmm. Everyone here. Well, not here. Pretty sure most of us. He looks at Luna, looks at Trent. Most of us are humans. Though a lot of the people in this town, the people who live here, they're something else.
A
So
little
what?
bit magical.
So what? They all gather here and hide?
Basically.
Trying to live a normal life. Without being harassed.
But you say you have a missing person as well. So
Mhm.
so much for that going well.
You know, doesn't seem to have gone particularly well for you either, Copper.
Just trying to do what's right.
Aren't we all?
And as you say, I'm just trying to do what's right, aren't we all? You all hear a loud crash from inside the gas station. A bang, a clatter, and an, oh God! Oh God! And that's what we're going to pick up here in a second.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Da 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 da.
The plot thickens.
The
Plot.
Big plottins.
Hope y'all are enjoying this so far. Hope y'all are having a good time and excited to get into with the introduction done and all the characters introduced and the mechanics a little buffed out. We're getting into the mystery proper now.
Neo ho.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go restroom BRB and remember, stretch your legs, drink your water, and we'll start up here again in a couple minutes.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Stretch your wings.
Drink your
Go
legs,
poop.
stretch your water.
All right. Yes, I hope you folks are enjoying so far.
Happy Halloween, everyone.
Happy Ween.
Happy Ween.
Ween.
It's Ween!
It's Ween. Haha. Don't come to my house or else you'll get kidnapped.
Ruh-roh.
changing the style by screen. I like that
Yeah.
not black and white.
It's easier to read, in my opinion.
It
You
went
can see
full-
the "Be Right
full
Back"
noir.
sign.
Mm.
Yeah.
I was
Actually, it
walking
does.
around the city when I stumbled across a changeling.
Wow.
No, I love modern fantasy detective stories. Dresden Files is one of my favorite book series, so I'm just very excited to be in this sort of setting again.
I mean, I got my start on TTRPGs in general with World of Darkness, so this is very like I've missed this a lot.
Welcome home.
Hell yeah. What do you mean I'm a masquerade breach? What
Sorry, it's not.
masquerade?
Sorry, it's not at the 1990s.
It's close enough.
Yeah, I mean early 2000s. It's practically.
But yeah, the Camarilla is saying like the parrot has to go. Too much of a risk.
Oh.
Too visible.
And it was like the parrot's
He's
not
gotta
going
go.
anywhere.
What are you doing, Halligan? Put the parrot down.
Now don't put me down. That has different connotations.
I just need to exchange the parrot to get some change.
No.
Wait, hold on a second.
Listen, I have no money for the phone. I need the change.
The
I
parrot
will
doesn't have
sell-
money.
I don't have
But I
any
can-
money.
But I can sell the parrot. And that
I
way I
can
can
earn
progress
money.
with the investigation.
Quick, get me a fingerboard and I'll do a kick flip or some shit. It'll
I love
earn you
skateboards.
some money.
Now that would be impressive.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Give him a tech deck.
Fucking love skatebirds. There's a whole indie game called Skatebird.
Yeah, it's
Very good.
fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. I love it dearly.
Yes, Fiona Luna Baron. This will be saved to the VOD channel. Yes. Or this will be going up on Devils and Dice Rolls, I should say, not the actual VOD channel.
The fake VOD channel.
The Forbidden Bot channel.
Real fake VODs.
Oh, yeah.
The fake VODs, where all the VOD villains go.
Hey.
Oh shit. The VOD villains.
Laundry swapped, water gotten.
I will be right back.
I didn't know we were late 2010s WWE in here.
Sorry, you said the bot villains, and I can only think of the clown faction arc of Maid.
I got barky puppies because trick or
Wait,
treaters.
that didn't work. I thought that was the. How'd I fuck that up? Oh, I think I did a /.
But yeah, hope everyone is having a happy win. Let's prepare in the case of trick-or-treaters, but they have not appeared, so I have a bag of shitty candy.
I thought you were just gonna give him oranges.
I wish I did not have.
Fixed. Yeah. Everyone good to go? Anyone? Darky still stepped away for a second.
Yeah,
No worries.
we're waiting on Darky.
No worries. No worries.
And since you offend me, I don't build trick-or-treaters with oranges. I have once throw eggs at the people trying to throw eggs at my own house.
That is so funny.
Like, you can hit me if I hit you first, motherfucker. Wouldn't do that nowadays. Eggs are expensive.
True.
Yeah, no one's getting egged nowadays because eggs are too expensive.
Yeah. Do you think I have the money to vandalize your house? I need to eat.
It's like how TPing houses stopped during the pandemic, during the height of it. Still.
And all it took was a recession.
Yippee!
One? You're hilarious.
Fair enough.
It took like 3, and the Americans and America to tank the global economy twice.
I've been through all 3 of them in my generation. I'm only 34.
Remember, once in a generation event.
I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see stability until I was already a man. That's a lie. I never seen stability.
Yeah, I was about to say, you found stability? It's crazy, dude.
Yeah,
God, I wish that were me.
same.
That is Darky back.
I am back.
Worky.
Welcome back.
Thank
Anyone
you.
need any extra time?
I could use a week.
Just want to make
fair enough.
sure about puppies.
Puppies.
Okay. All right. They seem
Also,
to be
my family has had a lot of budgies, so I'm in my element.
Hell
Oh,
Oh, hell yeah.
That is why I speak their tongue.
I was about to ask about that.
Oh,
You're very fluent. You're very fluent in bird.
all right.
They do have a interesting little way of mixing and matching, sampling all sorts of noises and like that.
Birds are very cool, like auditorily.
Oh yeah, in a lot of different ways. They're really cool. And no one's asked me my favorite color yet, by the way. I'm still holding on for that.
Yeah, maybe it'll come up. As Rowan and Trent agree that they both just want to do good by people, the gas station behind the group erupts in a scream. You hear yelling, clashing, banging coming from inside. And as this system does not really have initiative, it is just who wants to act first. I try to check in with everyone before we get back around the horn. But because the system is very like whatever's happening in the action, whoever wants to do things and whatever is the most relevant, we are just going to say, and I generally run it with who wants to act, who feels like they have the most pressing thing they want to do.
Rowan is just going to immediately beeline it towards the screaming.
Who's following?
Trent.
All right.
Yeah.
The two of them just like instantly, the instinct kicks in as they both bolt towards the front door of the gas station. You kick in the kind of swinging ding 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 of the door, and the screaming is coming from... It sounds like it's vaguely coming from what would be the back, but also sounds like it is echoing in such a way that it could be coming from the garage. Which direction do you head? There's a back door and a garage door.
Well, if it sounds like it's coming from the garage, he's heading towards the garage.
It kind of is echoing in a way that could sound like it's coming from both. But yeah, you pop into the garage and there's no one in the garage, but there is a door in the garage that like leads further into the building, and the screaming seems to be coming from there. It's like half opened, and it sounds like it's coming from further in there. You continue rushing through, and
Trent,
you.
before
Go
we
ahead,
go
Trent.
deeper, being unarmed and hearing that we are going into a disturbance, Trent will try to grab a tire iron or anything like concussive
Yeah,
that he
yeah.
can.
You grab a tire iron. Just like you look around, see one, grab it, pick it up, begin to move further in, which would mean that Rowan gets there first. And Rowan, as you step in, it is a large sort of washroom. You imagine it is meant for, it's kind of a garage washroom or like one of those industrial washrooms that has like the drain in the center of the floor, and there's like the shower head above, and there's a like curtain that's pulled back at the moment so you can see everything in the room. There's a faucet in the corner. It's one of those, work bathroom kind of things. And the shower head's currently off. It looks like the mechanic was probably cleaning up or washing up in here. And there is a large tentacle-like pseudopod that has popped the grate out from the pipe, from the drain, and has wrapped itself around the leg of the mechanic and is currently attempting to drag them into the drain.
Oh shit.
Like their ankle is up against it. They're screaming as the leg is being crushed slowly into the pipe. What do you do?
I'm just going to, if I can see the tentacle in question, I'm just going to try and just stomp my heel into said tentacle to like break its grip or sever it at the worst.
Are you attempting to more harm the thing or more help out the individual or more protect the individual?
He's trying to harm the thing.
All right, kick some ass, roll tough.
It's time to kick ass.
It's time.
It's time.
It's Ween.
It's
I'm kicking some ass.
Or
Yep.
kick.
That's a success.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
That is a complete success. So on a complete success, you not only kick some ass as you normally would, but you also get one of the get an extra effect. So what is your harm on your weapon?
Right now I'm just using my bare hands, but because I have the smite ability, all of my unarmed attacks are 2 harm.
2 harm. Hell
And
yeah.
they count as weakness.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
So that is amazing. For 10 plus, so you get to take the advantage, which means you get 1 forward or give 1 to another hunter. You inflict terrible harm, which means you do more harm to it. You suffer less harm, or you force them where you want them. I assume force them where you want them.
Oh yeah. If this thing is trying to escape into the drain, I'm dragging this motherfucker out.
Got it. Okay, so it doesn't let go of the ankle, but rather because it can't pull it further in, because you reach down and you grab and you like wrap your wrist around it and you pull, and you come running in, Trent, right as you see kind of like squatted down, legs, arms, back, just like stretching, muscles taut, as you see Rowan Connolly rip this long worm-like entity, almost kind of flat, the further out, like the further along it gets, and it's kind of unfolding into this, like it was kind of wrapping itself into a circular shape, unfolding, kind of flat, almost tapeworm-like creature that comes out. You hear a sickening thwop sound from deep in the pipe, and there's a wrenching, ripping sensation as you kind of stumble back and the tentacle goes slamming into the ceiling and is now like whipping around the room and is still very active. You deal harm, you have pulled it out from the drain, and it is now just whipping around the room. It is still attached to the civilian, but the civilian is kind of trying to drag themselves out the door. Trent, what do you do?
Adrenaline getting over the immediate shock of like what I'm seeing. Trent will just see someone in harm's way, and he will jump and smash with all the strength he can the tire iron into that tentacle holding its leg.
All right, are you attempting to protect the person or beat the shit out of the tentacle?
I want the guy to be freed.
Protecting, so that is protect someone. Roll me plus tough.
Yeah. Okay. Protect someone. That is a move.
That is a move. Yep, and it's just a tough move. Rowan, because one thing I forgot, you move it where you want it. Whenever you deal harm or whenever you attack at all in Monster of the Week, harm comes back to you. So this thing deals 2 harm back to you. Do you have any armor, Rowan?
Yes, I do.
How much armor?
I have divine armor. It is 1 armor and holy.
1 armor, holy. So this thing slams, and like as you rip it out, it's like the tentacles whipping around the room, and the like wide, flat base end slams into your chest, and you almost like lose your breath against the wall. You take 2 harm, reduced by 1 because of your armor for 1 harm total. And while you kind of like breath knocked out of you for a second, Trent runs up and slams the tire iron down, trying to separate between the two of them.
Success.
That is hell
Nice.
yeah, full success. On a 10 plus, you choose an extra. You suffer less harm. All impending danger is now focused on you. You inflict harm on the enemy, or you hold the enemy back.
I inflict harm on the enemy. I am being violent to get this thing to let go of the poor guy.
You slam down with the tire iron. You are going to deal. I'm going to say the tire iron is. I'm going to say it's 2 harm, blunt, messy is going to be the tags for this tire iron. And I'm going to say you deal 2 harm with your slam down on it. Because Rowan is so badass that his fists are the same level of power as a tire iron. And you slam the tire iron down on this tentacle.
Yeah.
It lets go of the person's leg and then wraps around your wrist, like tightening down on it, and is like trying to you can hear a like faint crunching sound, and you take 2 harm. Reduced by any armor that you might have, but I don't think you have any armor, so it's just 2 harm.
I do not.
Yep. And it is not entirely focused on you. It like grips your arm really tightly and then slams you against the wall. And it's almost like its nerves are not responding right, because it then lets you go and is now just like whipping around the battlefield like crazy. This like back sort of industrial bathroom. Outside for Luna, Wulfgar, and Pickle, you see Rowan and Trent rush in. You hear the slamming, screaming, etc. What do the 3 of you do out here? Do you go in afterwards, or do you like try to get something from the van? Like, what do you do? Anyone can speak up in this moment. Anyone between the 3 that I'm asking.
That's not a normal human sound, is it?
No. You guys stay safe. Let me just. Luna will try to help out by coming with backup, just in case.
Are you just like going to check it out, or what are you trying to do here?
It's mostly trying to see if anything comes out that Luna can stop it, but since it seems to just be
it all seems to be happening
there
inside, so you kind of like take a look around. I'm gonna say in this moment you can either investigate a mystery or read about situations. Since it sounds like you're keeping an eye out, you might in this moment learn more. So you're like, stay safe. You begin to step towards, and you're going to be like investigating and or reading the situation. Up to you. Which one of those two?
Investigate, probably.
Yeah. Sounds great. So roll me plus sharp as you're trying to figure out what's happening while all this is going down.
Okay. I just want to make sure all of my abilities.
I believe you get a +1 to this because of your lore thing.
Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to make sure about all the other abilities. Rolling for sharp. Nice. Success.
11.
Ooh.
So you get to ask. You get to hold 2. So you get to ask me 3 questions or 2 questions. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? What is being concealed here?
What is being? What sort of creature is it? I feel like is.
What sort of creature is it? So this is like, you take a look around. It didn't come from outside. It didn't come from like the roof. It didn't come from the ceiling. There's no doors busted in. There's no walls busted in. It rules out so many creatures just with that. So you kind of are like, okay, nothing's out here. And you go into the building itself. And you see, as you like step towards the back room, there's like the employee who's like crawling towards you away from the battlefield.
Oh,
And
shit,
you
fuck.
see in this like bathroom, there is this like tapeworm-esque tentacle thing with a ripped phalanged base that is kind of like whipping around, and it currently has the one end of it wrapped around Trent's wrist and has slammed him into the wall, and the other one, and the rest of it is sort of just causing cracks in the stone as it's just slamming around. And as you like check it out, you are going to learn that this sort of creature is some sort of. There are a lot of different terms that have been used throughout both C.O.G.G.S and Aryan history. The term that most commonly is used with creatures like this is Eldritchian. These things tend to come from the depths of space or stars or distant worlds that are beyond normal mortal realms of understanding. This is not a traditional mythical creature. This is not a monster or a myth or a fantasy being like the dwarf outside. This is true. This is a true abomination.
I guess immediately, because of their hunter training, their second thought now seeing this and their face goes all serious. What can hurt it is my second question.
What can hurt it? Fortunately, you have a Connolly with you. And the Connollys have trained for generations specifically to be able to deal with entities whose very existence threatens life itself. You know that a Connolly's their holy abilities tend to be effective against these kinds of things. However, there are other types of things that tend to be effective. Most commonly is natural magics that are deeply rooted within this plane that you're in.
Okay, cool. And that was
You're
just
also aware that very powerful psychic powers can also potentially harm, though those are rarer to find.
Gotcha.
That is all you learn in this moment, because it's like you come in and you see all that, and you're like, it's as you're walking around, you're like looking and determining all this, you're hearing the slamming going on, and I'm going to once again zoom back out outside to first Trent and Rowan rush in, and then Luna's like, stay there, stay safe, and then goes in after them. There's like a solid couple beats. What do Wulfgar and Pickle do?
Wulfgar's gonna run back to the Ford F-150, trying to get the gas pump out of the back of the or side of the truck, placing it away, rather hurried but practiced, before kind of leaving the window open in case Pickle wants to join.
What? Wait, but that guy had a picture of someone. Who knows my person? What?
They told us to stay safe.
I think Pickle feels torn in the moment, but is going to follow after Luna. Because Pickle can't get through the door on his own,
the window's open though. Like
He left
awesome.
we left the window open in case you needed to fly out.
Oh, I thought you were but that was for your car, wasn't it?
For his truck, yeah.
Yeah, the door to
I'm following after Luna into the building.
So the garage door is open, and then the door was cracked in the garage. So you kind of fly into the air, soar through the window of the truck, fly over, and follow in to the room where you land on Luna's shoulders while Luna is probably stunned for just a moment, seeing the thing that you've only ever heard myths of.
I think Pickle is movement gonna be my whole.
No. It's very loosey goosey. So I tend to go until someone does with a character until they do a thing, make a roll or take an action of some kind. So just moving is not enough to end your turn. Is there anything else you want to do, or if you want to think about it, what does Wulfgar do as you see Pickle fly in after Luna?
Wulfgar is going to run to the back of the cabin of his truck and grab a kind of dingy machete he uses to kind of cut through some of the foliage.
Hell yeah.
And it's just going to be waiting in the car for some sign of life or reason to either act or leave.
Okay, you got it. We will get to you in just a moment. That is good to know. What does Pickle do as you land on Luna's shoulder?
I will try to make it to the others and take a help out action.
Take a help out action. Got it.
Yes.
So roll me help out. I believe that's cool.
It is an 8. It's a mixed success.
Mixed success. Because this is a general help out, you do not open yourself up to danger or harm just immediately. However, if anyone rolls just under, you can choose to add that +1 to their roll, but also potentially endanger yourself. Help out is usually a reactive roll, but if you're doing it preemptively, the way that I like to roll it is you get to choose when to do it rather than doing it reactively. Is you get to be like, okay, I have this floating +1, and if someone needs it, I can hop in to help.
Because what I would want to do is I want to help Rowan and Trent in the fight, basically.
I like the idea that you land on
any way
Luna's
that I
shoulder. You land on Luna's shoulder and then fly into the room and are circling, and you're trying to draw attention, kind of.
And I could target both of them because I have this little ability, collaborative effort.
Heck yeah! So both of you, you'd be able. Yeah, both of you get +1s on your next rolls, and I'm gonna, as you Trent and Rowan kind of pick themselves up off the wall and the ground. This thing is cut up and bruised. How do you want to? What do Rowan and Trent do? We'll start with Rowan since you rushed in.
I think Rowan's priority right now is to prevent this thing from escaping.
Got it.
So he's just going to interpose himself between the shower drain it was trying to crawl down
All right. This is acting under pressure. You're not trying to kick some ass. You're not trying to like, because if you succeed fully on kick some ass, you can move it where you want it. But if your main focus is trying to bar its exit, then you're acting under pressure right there. You're trying to do something in a tense situation.
Yeah.
So roll me plus cool.
All right.
I guess the way Pickle is helping is drawing it away a little bit.
It's like kind of swiping up at you, and you're kind of keep its attention a couple moments here and there.
Can I get a +1 for this?
You get a +1 to this because
Right.
Pickle is helping.
Yeah.
That's a failure.
That is a full failure.
How did I roll a 0 with a +1?
How does that even work? What?
Wait, that doesn't make any sense, huh? It says you rolled 2d4 plus 0 plus 1, but it says you rolled a 4 and a 4.
So that should have been a
Huh?
9?
Yeah, that's a 9.
Yes.
What the hell?
Maybe-
that's
Have a
weird.
negative?
Is it because I put the plus sign in the macro?
Oh yes, you put the
Maybe.
when you put the plus sign in the
Ah.
macro, it fucks it up.
Should I
So-
roll again?
Yeah, okay.
Or-
No, we'll keep it's a 9. We'll keep it
It's a
as
9.
is.
Gotcha.
So here 9. So here's your choice. Here you're gonna get a tough choice. Is you absolutely keep it from going out the drain, but I do something else with it, or it attacks you trying to get to the drain.
Rowan's ready for this. He'd absolutely take an attack while it's trying to get away.
So you would rather it try to go for you and you protect it rather than you completely keep it away from the drain, but it does something else. Cool, done. As you're kind of like interpose yourself, you literally put one foot on the drain, and it's like the tip of the tentacle almost like whips towards you in response, and it lunges towards you, almost trying to like pierce into your chest, and you grab it and kind of, and you're going to take 2 harm again. And it's going to reduce your armor again, so you're going to end up taking 1 harm as like this. It almost like hardens at the tip and is like trying to stab into your chest as you're trying to pull it out, and it is trying to wrap around you a little bit. But you are absolutely keeping it from escaping in this moment. And
Yeah,
Trent,
his
what do you do?
muscles are like bulging. Can he say something at the end of his turn as well?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
There's an attaché case on my motorcycle! I need it!
Okay.
Okay, Trent, what do you do?
Am I still grabbed by the thing?
No,
By the wrist.
because flavor-wise, that was just a flavor thing for it to dealing damage. It like wrapped around your wrist, crunched you, and then slammed you. But because of your choices, it doesn't actually have a hold of you right now.
Okay.
If you had chosen to have all the attention focused on you when you protected someone, it would have grabbed you, but it wouldn't have done harm. So that is how that choice works out. But yeah,
Yeah.
it dealt harm. It doesn't grab you. It's not holding on to you.
It can't do both.
Mm-hmm.
Trent sees the scene, and what he does is like he flips the tire iron in his hand, going from the what's the name of that part? The one you use to tighten up bolts to the spike on the other. Putting the hand on that rail, and just rushes with all the weight of his body against the main body of this thing.
All right, kick some ass.
Trying to spike it.
Yeah. I mean, you're kicking ass. That's what it sounds like.
Yep.
And you get a +1.
You do get a +1.
Counts it.
in you.
Woo, that
Success.
+1 ended up becoming necessary because that would have been a 6 otherwise. Hell yeah. Y'all are going to, as you as you whip the tire iron around, rush up and slam the spike in. I'm going to give you a choice. You don't take any harm, but something else happens, or you take the normal harm from kicking some ass normally.
I'm saying no harm for this one.
No harm for this one. You rush up and you slam the spike in, and it is more effective than you thought. The moment you pierce into the skin, it's almost like you separate a segment, and the part that's attacking Rowan goes limp, but the part that you separated begins to slide and slither out from behind, like between your feet behind you and out the door, kind of like towards where Luna is now.
Trent just looks at Rowan. He's like, "Shit, we have to go out," and he like it's ready to just bolt out.
As you like separate it, turn, this like little remnant of it is like slithering and dragging itself out. Luna, you're in the hallway. Just what do you do, Luna?
I'm gonna. Let's see. I don't think Luna has their magnum on them at the moment, but they do pull out just like a powder, like a little bag thing, and kind of pull something out of it and just dust, like kind of salts with magic.
Is this a specific weapon
It's
or
the
ability?
juju bag.
Got it. So roll me your attack. Is this kicking some ass or is this a weird thing?
It's magic, harm one far.
Okay, so no, it's kicking some ass. It's just using magic powders.
Okay.
Unless you have an ability that where you use something else to kick some ass, then yeah, it still kicks some ass.
Okay. What do I roll for kick ass?
Kick ass? That is plus tough. Again, unless you have an ability that changes that.
Let's see. I thought because it was magic, I can use weird instead.
If you have an ability, there are abilities that allow you to use weird instead. If you are just using magic, like the use magic ability, there is a harm ability on use magic, but it's not normal kick some ass. It's like I'm using magic to inflict harm.
Oh, okay. Then I will do that.
Okay, got it.
So flavor-wise, it's the juju bag, but
Yeah. Flavor-wise, it's it is that kind of magic, but it is you are functionally using your weird to cast one of the basic magic abilities, which is inflict one harm, ignore magic obvious.
okay. No forward, right?
No forward on this. That was given to the others. 8. All right. So when you're using magic, 7 to 9. It works imperfectly. You choose your effect and you choose a glitch. So your effect is inflict harm. What is your glitch? Weakened, short duration. You take harm. Magic draws immediate unwelcome attention, or it has a problematic side effect.
The effect has short duration?
Sure. Yeah. The harm is not enough to finish it off. It you spread the magic powder over it, and you see like salt on a snail. It's beginning to sizzle it away, but it doesn't actually. It's the kind of thing where it sizzles it away, but then quickly dissipates. You will need more of it to actually finish this thing off, and it slides around the corner. And while you're kind of out there, you speaking to Wulfgar right now, you're out at your pickup truck, your F-150, looking towards the building, waiting to see Pickle or Luna or Trent or Rowan come out, and you see this strange, I would say it is a few feet long section of a part of a worm-like thing that is just scuttling out the garage exit towards you. What do you do?
It's coming towards Wulfgar specifically?
It is leaving the garage, and it I would say actually, yeah, it leaves the garage, and it almost like pauses for a moment, and then begins to like slide aggressively towards you.
Wulfgar's gonna start his truck and try to hit it with his truck.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's hilarious.
You know what? I'm gonna say that's acting under pressure. That's not kicking ass. That's acting under pressure.
Truck free.
Unless you would prefer it to be kicks and ass. I'll let you choose.
No,
It'll
that's
have
fine.
different, slightly different effects.
7.
7. Whoa, yeah, with the -2. Jeez. Beautiful. I forgot that you had a -2 on cool.
Yeah, he's freaking out.
Yeah, he's freaking out. So, oh shit. You like hop in the truck, rev it, and you drive. Okay, so this is gonna have because it's kicks or because it's act under pressure. It has, and it's a mixed success. Multiple things can happen. I'm gonna give you a worse outcome, a hard choice, or a price to pay. I usually give you a choice of a worse outcome or a price to pay or something
Price to pay.
like that. Yeah, okay. You absolutely run over the thing. You smush it into the ground, and the pickup truck crashes into the side of the garage or side of the gas station. Like you slammed your foot on that gas and you absolutely run it over. But then all of you inside the building, you're like, quickly follow after, and then as you hear everyone inside hears a loud crash. And as all of you step into the like garage area, you see halfway through one of the walls is the Ford F-150.
Oh dear. Are you okay? Everyone okay? Where'd the thing go?
Huh.
I think they're talking to you, Wulfgar.
Oh, is he okay? I didn't know beyond that.
Oh yeah, no. The price to pay is your truck is crashed into the garage. You don't
Gotcha.
take any damage or anything. You chose price to pay.
He's gonna roll out of the truck, beleaguered and confused, but kind of giving everyone a nod in the affirmative that he's okay.
Where'd the thing go?
He just kind of cowers behind the truck and points outside.
You look outside and there is a skid of like greasy, kind of pale-ish smear that is on like one of the tires and the asphalt leading from where he hit it to the side of the vehicle or to the sides of the
Ugh.
side of the building.
Ew.
That's nasty. I fly out. Is anything still moving? Or is it just completely splattered and that's it?
It completely smushed. It is just flattened into paste.
We got it out here! Luna yelling into the garage.
As
Yes,
Trent and Rowan kind of come picking themselves out.
Yeah, Rowan is
Fuck this up.
bleeding pretty heavily, but he still looks very active and alert.
Yeah, Trent looks bruised, but he's like rushing with adrenaline in his veins. Like he's going to take a moment to calm down. If this is anything close to over.
Where's Rowan bleeding from?
I imagine he got like stabbed in the chest, but not where his heart is.
Yeah, it was like trying to almost needle its way into him, so there's just this like pierce wound in probably one of his pecs. probably some bruising
Got it.
and crushing both on Rowan's back and Trent's arm. As you all gather in the garage, you hear the faint whimpering of the employee that you all saved, and you all are here gathered together with the weird tapeworm creature defeated.
What was that?
Wham!
It seems like some eldritch creature.
Yeah,
That
bloody
might be causing-
Eldritchian.
That might be what's causing the disappearances.
Wulfgar will look at Pickle. That isn't him, right? Towards the fucking mass outside.
Hmm.
No, not the one.
Oh, good.
Not that guy either. I point at the. I drop my head in the direction of the gas station attendee.
Wulfgar is going to go into his truck, turn it off, kind of realize it's kind of a damn situation where it is, just let it lie. Put the keys on top before taking out a notebook and writing "I'm sorry" before putting that note on the dashboard.
Amazing.
Rowan will sort of like slap Wulfgar on the shoulder. Quick thinking. Good work.
Still coursing with adrenaline. Trent will take a moment and have a realization and run back to the garage. The thing seemed to have exploded from the drain, right?
Yeah, that is where the thing came from, and that is where Rowan ripped it out of.
How big of a hole did this thing make to enter here, or did it squeeze itself?
It does not seem to have vertebra of any kind. It almost rolled itself into a circle and flattened out. It's a lot larger in the like wider sections of it. It tapers to a tentacle-like end, but the wider sections are like a tapeworm or flatworm, that kind of thing. But it is just rolling. It like rolled itself almost into a tube, like a Swiss roll, but made of horrible eldritch mess.
Is
But
there
it
more
did-
down there?
Yeah,
That
the
would
question was-
be. So I think someone's holding on to a read a bad situation question. But also, if you're asking those kinds of questions, it sounds like, Trent, that you're investigating a mystery.
Yes.
I am.
So roll me investigate a mystery.
Will do. That is a 7.
7. So you get to ask me 2 questions from the investigate a mystery list. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go?
Yeah.
What was it going to do? And what is being concealed here? In this case, where did it go would be like, where was it trying to go? That kind of thing.
Then we will go with that one, yeah.
It was trying to go very clearly into the drain. You don't know the drain system here. Like, it's not something that you're very familiar with. But you imagine it leads into some sort of sewage system for the town. And if it was trying to go anywhere, or if it came from anywhere, that is probably where it came from, and or where it was going.
And there's an option to hold on the second one, right?
Yes. Yep. You can hold on to it.
I will do that. And like putting pieces together, he will run outside with the rest of the group and go directly to the clerk from the gas station.
Who's kind of like leaned against one of the shelves in the actual like gas station shop part, and is kind of like clutching their ankle, and they're just finishing putting hanging a landline up, like click.
Do you have a water plant here?
I don't. Roll me charm.
Will do. Just flat charm?
Yep. This is you are attempting to manipulate someone.
Well then,
That is just the general term for convincing someone or something.
failure.
Failure. They in this moment seem to be in too much pain or not able to focus enough at the moment. They almost seem to be like they're just like, yeah, and they're like starting to pass out actually.
Yeah, realizing that the guy is not going to give me anything, I want to use my what's the name of the thing? One of my moves, the Naked City. I have a contact. I want to call anyone that I know can help in the department to know if there is if this town has a main water treatment plant.
Main water treatment plant. You, through your contacts in the city, were able to. You rush back to like your pile of papers because I think that's how we're gonna function that for right now because there's no like cell phone or anything like that. You would have to like potentially use a landline, and in this moment, it's that kind of like, okay, wait, we're just gonna say you've done that section already. So you rush your way out to your papers, and you go digging through because you remember you're like, okay, yeah, this person worked for like Fish and Wildlife Service. They were doing water testing. Mm-hmm. They were out here for some reason, and you go digging through your notes, and you find the job that they were on. You didn't think it was particularly relevant to them going missing, partially because it seemed like it had something to do with all the other disappearances that you'd found going on here. There was a lot of reason for you to kind of look over it. But now you're like, oh, wait, no, they were actually sent to go here and investigate. And what you read is that the sewage system is very unique in this town, which is why it requires inspection. It has a creek that runs through the actual hill itself. And this small creek is what they use for a lot of the sewage system. There is a treatment plant, but it is internal, like in the cave system with the creek. And it is manned by people who work and live here. And that is what he was sent to do some testing on when he went missing.
With all that, Trent grabs the shotgun that should be around with the rest of the papers, if it's in Luna's van, and goes to the rest of the group. Vagabond's Creek, that's where the thing came from.
Oh dear. I'm gonna go check on the clerk real quick. Feel free to grab supplies before we probably head out.
With the 6 charm roll, the consequence of that is the clerk has passed out.
Yeah.
From
you know what? Fair.
Yeah.
I did great.
Luna's still gonna try to help with like the injury to make sure that they're not gonna just bleed out somewhere.
Yeah, I would say flavor wise, no roll. You just kind of like you set the leg, bandage what you can, and make a note to let someone, the local doctor, know when you get a chance.
Yeah.
While you are tending to the clerk and Trent is investigating, I think Pickle would fly over to Rowan and look up at him and say, "You're leaking a lot of red. You okay?"
I'll be fine. Just need
Let
to
me
get
have a
to my...
look.
Huh?
And I would like to try and use magic to heal harm.
Yes, yep. I knew that's what you're gonna do. Roll weird. He's like, I'd like to try and help. What? Huh?
Huh?
Let's see.
So, what
That
is
is
your
an
what is
8.
your glitch that you choose?
Okay, let's see
Effect is
the
weakened.
glitch.
It
Pickle
has short
explodes.
duration. You take 1 harm, or it draws immediate unwelcome attention, or it has a problematic side effect.
I explode, obviously.
I just thought of what the problematic side effect would be, and it's very funny.
Let's see. Okay, problematic side effect. Let's go with that because that's going to be interesting.
Let's go with that.
As for how Pickle does this is Pickle takes some of the sunflower seeds, open up the shell and just eat the seed, chews on it for a bit, regurgitates it onto the wound, and just kind of pats it on there as part of the ritual for using magic.
And you almost stunned in this, like, what the fuck are they doing? And then you're worried about it for a second. You're like, wait, that's not fucking sanitary. And you go to like wipe it
gross,
off.
dude.
And as you wipe off the like literal bird vomit on your chest from the wound, the skin has knitted up underneath.
All right.
What are you thinking in this moment, Rowan?
I've seen plenty of strange things before, but this one is up there.
All of you in your heads, here, I've seen many strange things before, but this one is new. As currently, because of the psychic abilities of our dear Budgie, all of your internal thoughts are psychically projected to everyone around you.
Oh, great.
I think Rowan doesn't realize that.
Mm-hmm.
Rowan heals 1 harm.
But you do heal 1 harm.
That'll put me at 1 harm total.
Rowan just starts noir-style monologuing at us.
I was standing there leaking like a broken faucet. This bird came and vomited on my wounds. I figured, what the fuck?
All of you are.
That's about right.
I knew something had to be done.
I love the idea that Rowan internally, like, narrates his adventures.
I mean, usually he's on these jobs alone, so he probably talks to himself a lot.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, actually.
Honestly, yeah.
That's hilarious.
Well, suppose I'm grateful.
That should keep the worst of the red in.
Wulfgar, you heard Trent mention Vagabond Creek is where this is likely coming from. You, being a fisherman here, Vagabond Creek being the like main fishing spot, probably would know where to talk to people, or at least where to find a way in. Maybe like some local fishers that you might know, or you might be able to smooth talk your way through some of the people that like are in charge of the internal creek fishing, and might be able to worm your way in just through the people you know in town, or maybe not know, but like have been given the name of.
Yeah, Vagabond Creek, that's not too far from here. Good fishing place. A lot of the locals, at least from what I heard, they recommend it highly, but I haven't been there yet.
You haven't been there. How many people go there?
I mean, it's a fishing spot, so it's not like a lot of people, but I imagine it's pretty chill.
How many cases of missing persons have been reported so far?
The missing persons that you've heard the others kind of mention, you have never heard, or you have not seen any reports about them. The missing persons case you're looking into is just a singular one, but in looking into that one, you have found over a dozen missing persons cases that have happened around this town in the last 5 years. Mm-hmm. That have all gone uninvestigated. But they've been pretty spread out.
Mm-hmm. There have been random cases of disappearances. That's kind of why I had my eye on this case. A lot of it just goes under the radar, and I think we might have found the cause.
at least for the more serious ones. But I don't want to spoil too much. Unless he needs to know. Does he? Would it be? Is it part of code to let a person in, or is it part of their test to like figure it out on their own?
So that's the kind of thing where like that's an internal COGS business, right? You know,
Yeah.
that they might have their own protocols, but the Elrine family and the Connolly family are associates of COGS. They aren't members of COGS. So y'all can do whatever the fuck you want, regardless of
Okay.
what COGS protocol is.
Yeah.
Well, some of those missing reports are just people being hired by, well, the COGS.
You keep saying that word. What does it even mean?
It's an organization that deals with this and gestures to the madness that just happened. And of course, keeping it under wraps and making sure that the general public doesn't go into a panicked frenzy and start shooting people randomly is kind of important. So that's kind of why some people just don't get looked at anymore because they just get hired by the COGS. But we still are dealing with missing people.
Picture. Show me the picture again. The person you showed me.
Yeah, sure. And Trent has to like stop for a moment, realizing that he's taking like the suggestion of a parrot, and shakes the feeling and takes the picture.
Phoenix
out.
Wright moment.
Yeah.
You take the picture out and show it once again, and another memory kind of comes to mind, Pickle, is Vagabond Creek, and now it's been talked about a couple times, and seeing this person. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Your owner worked in Vagabond Creek.
Wait, Creek. That's where my owner works. Okay. This person. They knew my owner. Okay. Could I remember like when this person visited my owner? Do I remember like a conversation or something?
I'm gonna say investigate a mystery.
Okay.
It's like what you remember / like what the whispers kind of tell you / like what is important that's come up.
Let's see. Investigate a mystery. That is a chart, right?
Mm-hmm. Sharp indeed.
9.
9, so you get to ask 2 questions. One of them is going to be the kind of thing that you're going for. Do you remember? And what was the question exactly that you asked specifically?
What would I remember from?
What would you
They have a
remember?
conversation,
what
or
happened.
what was the interaction like?
What was it going to do, I think, is the question you're asking.
Sure.
Like the equivalent of it for investigate a mystery. You vaguely remember, and it's kind of strange. Your memories from back this far are more seed, sing, owner, nice. And it's shortly after this that the memories start to get a little bit more distinct. And you vaguely remember, even though it's not your memories, walking through tunnels, a conversation about a routine inspection, a note about some sort of oddity within a recent water table report, and you know that you recall your owner worked at the water treatment plant within the caverns under the town, and that is what the person was here to see them about. And when they left, they were going there as a part of that job. That is what you recall.
Okay. If I hold the other question, would that be specifically for their interaction as well, or would that be like more generally around?
No, more
mystery?
generally. If you hold an investigative mystery question, or you hold a rate a bad situation question, you hold on to it until it becomes relevant.
Okay, then I will hold the other one.
That you want. Yep, fair enough.
My order worked. At the water place, at the creek. This person came to see us about that, or see them about that, and we gotta go there.
I fly over to Wulfgar.
You know what this is, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you know where the creek
Water
is.
place.
One of
The creek.
the reasons that you came to town.
Yeah, I could take us there.
I would appreciate it, but I assume it's going to be more of these damn things.
I'll need a ride.
Yeah, I think I can fit everybody. Or at least most of the people. And Rowan can take, his bike.
Not sure how many people can fit on the bike, except maybe Pickle.
Well, I have the van. That's the thing, I can take the van, you can take the bike.
I remember the last time this happened.
Yeah, that was kind of unfortunate of it getting stuck in the shadow realm for a bit, but we got it out.
The what now?
And I pretend I did not.
Story for another time. Rowan is going to go over to his bike first and foremost. He's going to pluck a large stainless steel attaché case from the back of it. He's going to pop both the latches on it. And he's going to pull out a very beautiful, very ornate-looking Celtic-style sword. And he's going to strap it to his back. All right.
You know what? I've seen weirder today.
It's going to get a whole lot weirder where we're going. So strap in.
Nice shake.
Fine, lead the way, Goldilocks.
You're not from one of around these
That's
places?
the other guy.
Kind of look towards Trent.
Fucking brand new.
Oh. Well, good to have you, I guess. Hopefully things are a little more calm out near the creek, but I doubt it.
And Trent kind of looks at you because you seem rather, I guess, not matching the energy of everyone. Like, what do I gather from your attitude?
He looks scared, but not... What would be the word? He looks scared, not from a place of unknowing, but from a place of knowing, if that makes sense.
Whatever we're doing, we're not doing it alone, as far as I can tell. Going to be fine, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right. It's like the great warrior poet Britney Spears once said, "How was I supposed to know if something wasn't right here?"
Luna kind of stares and is just like,
Is this the early 2000s? It checks out.
just nods. It's just like, yeah. Valid words of wisdom.
Trent just
Oh, I know
blinks.
that one.
Pickle
Sure.
starts mimicking along to the song.
Look, I'm not from around here either. I'm kind of like, I guess, an alien. I'm from a far-off place called Redondo Beach, California.
Luna blinks again.
He's gonna take out a pack of Newports and light it like this is some earth-shattering news.
Yeah, the roller coaster of emotions in Trent's face at that sentence, like from where you started to where you went. I think we should start moving.
Yeah.
As you all pile into the van and get in the bike, you travel a little bit out further from the gas station to a dirt road that goes around.
just gonna
Really shouldn't
add
smoke around birds.
Go ahead.
a small thing. We are playing Britney Spears on the drive.
Oh hell yeah! Wulfgar's gonna unbutton his flannel T-shirt to reveal a Britney Spears concert T-shirt underneath.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Trent
As
is just loading shells into the shotgun, trying to think what the fuck is today.
Don't you know that you're toxic? As you round the last.
Hey, that's later 2000s. I don't know what year it is. That's why I chose.
Yeah, no, I'm being
earliest.
confusing now. You pull up in some like dirt parking lot right outside of the caverns that enter into Vagabond Caves, the same name as the creek. Generally, that's how things work. And as the group of you pile out there, you would notice that there is a small fence that is separating the inside of the creek or the inside of the caves from the outside of the caves. And as you all like get out, there is a individual, a large, just kind of bear man. It is just a bear, but they have like a little hat on and some overalls. And some big boots, and they just kind of, hey there. What y'all doing out this way?
Is
Hello,
he playing
sir.
Honey Heist?
Yeah, he's playing on ice.
Hey,
So this normal man.
Just
He's a
regular
normal
guy.
man.
Just a bit.
looks at
Just a normal
you, Wulfgar.
we're looking for like a weird part of the creek, I guess.
Well, I'm just here to keep kids out, but I don't think I know you all really well. I don't think I'm supposed to let you in.
Yeah. Hi. My name's Luna.
So,
I was asked by
Pad.
Cammy to help find her
Oh,
cousin.
Cammy, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm one of the investigators for that. Nice to meet
Great
you. So we've led to our investigations being something within the waterways.
As we're talking, you see the eyes are starting to glaze over, right? Yeah.
So we're just gonna go in there, okay?
I'm supposed to keep people out.
I know, keep kids out. We're not children.
Oh. I'm going to, between the two people that have talked, between Luna and Wulfgar, who wants to try to convince this person to let y'all in?
What would it roll? Would it roll
This
cool
is a
or charm?
This is charm.
Okay. I do have a +1 in charm.
Volcar does have a 3 in charm.
Ah, cool.
Oh wow!
Hell yeah.
What's oh, go ahead.
Can I help
Anyway.
out on this by you looking very adorable?
So if Dan rolls either a 9 or a 6, you can jump in to help out.
Okay.
I will, but Zan, what do you say to convince this person to let y'all in?
Look, man, it's Halloween. I've got a really cool like Sasquatch costume. And I want to get into the forest area to like spook people out. It's for the season,
Yeah.
But you look pretty chill. You want a Newport? And he hands him out a cigarette.
Oh yeah, I love Newports.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
a Paramount person normally, but Newports are great.
Oh hell yeah!
Air
Dope.
smoking a
Can
bloody
we-
menthol.
Look, can we just get by you? We're not going to cause any harm or any danger. Don't worry about us.
Kind of drags the Newport a little bit. Roll me charm. Roll me manipulate someone.
Oh!
Nice.
Advanced.
Those are good Newports.
Those are really fucking good.
Not sponsored.
Newports, Damn. Not sponsored.
Jesus
Don't
Christ.
smoke, kids.
Don't sponsor me.
Especially don't smoke around parrots. That's very bad for them.
On a 10+, they'll do it for the reason you gave them, and you're not asking too much. So I'm gonna say that, like, yeah, they just drag off the Newport. Like, can I just get another one of those?
Yeah, of course, man.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, sure. And he walks over, just unlocks the thing. Have a nice trip. Caves are really cool this time of night.
Oh yeah, dope.
All right, see
Hey,
you
you
guys.
guys ready to go?
Yeah. Good
Let's
job.
get
Just
in.
looks at
Immediately just flies in.
Let's get in there.
Trent just gives you a quiet look, like, what the fuck? What is this interaction with a bear?
Well, I usually just talk my way out of stuff. It worked usually. People are pretty chill. Just gotta give them a chance, you know?
Sure.
Asking nicely does help.
I'll take
Welcome to
your word
our
for it.
world, new guy.
Word.
Worming your way. Oh, go ahead, Zan. Sorry.
No, I was concluding sentence. You're good.
Worming your way through the cavern.
Warming, huh?
Yep. There is the occasional like emergency light. One of the things, those light strips that are built into the floor or into a small recess in the wall. And there's a very clear, there are other caverns that kind of spider web off, but there's a very clear path through the center of the caverns following the main body of the creek till eventually you get to an installation. It goes into the ceiling, like it goes into the roof of this kind of excavated out cavern, very clearly with a lot of piping leading to it. And it has both an intake and an outtake for the creek as you find the town's water treatment plant. And it smells wrong in here. There is a pervasive, almost sickly sweet fermented odor that is mixing with the smell that the Wulfgar you immediately recognize to be rotten fish.
Smells like fish had died here a while ago.
Ugh, gross.
And the building lies in front of you all.
Guess we go ahead.
Rowan's just gonna stalk forward and put his hand on the hilt of the blade on his back.
So you begin to
Does-
move forward.
Does
Go
Pickle
ahead.
know the name? Does Pickle know the name of their owner? But just go
Yeah,
by owner so far.
I'll let you decide the name if you want to.
Just call him Daddy.
Daddy.
No.
Damn.
What's his actual name, Pickles?
What's the
I'm
name?
not sure.
Doesn't know? That's fine. I will
Aw.
tell you the name if you don't want to know.
I thought you were gonna come up with a silly name.
He usually just calls him
The
Dad.
spot.
The benefactor.
Benefactor.
Better factor.
Do you want me to give you a name then?
Sure.
Their name was Zildor.
Sildor.
Zildor.
Zildor.
Yo,
Zildor.
Zildog.
Alright, Pickles just flies in and just shouts, Sildor! Sildor!
In all of your heads, Pickle, you might not immediately recognize this as odd because you just hear your owner's voice, but all of you in your heads hear, "Come in, Pickle."
Oh,
I also hear Rowan's voice at the moment, right? So
You hear, what the
I
fuck
know
was
voices.
that?
I wanted to use an ability while, like, before we all really piled in, because my van and stuff like that. I kind of want to use this
Ooh.
preparedness.
Yeah, roll plus
Oh.
sharp. Let's see if you brought your natural book of natural rituals.
Let's see. Yep, roll sharp. Okay, yeah.
I believe.
And no forward. Okay, just want to make sure. No.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, you know where it is, but it's back at home.
Yeah. It's like, God darn it.
Without that book, you know that you would need to tap into some big magic to pull that stuff off.
Okay.
The voice I heard that welcomed me in, did that sound at all like
Yeah, it
Sildar?
sounded exactly like them.
Sildar's here. Why didn't you come home? Where are you?
Come in, Pickle.
I can't see shit. Where are you?
you all hear in your
Following the
heads,
voice.
this guy's fucking possessed.
I am following the voice.
Just a pause.
There's an open window if you want to just fly in.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna let Pickle go alone.
I'll
Yeah,
land on
no.
the windowsill, looking.
You land on the windowsill. You see standing on one of the water, they're like knee deep in one of the water treatment areas. Like it's just a big tub of water that's sitting there that at some point is going to be
Right.
treated, and standing
One of the
in
basins.
the center of it, one of the basins, up to their knees in water, you don't know how deep it is the
Right.
tall, long, lanky form, very changeling-esque, guess correctly in chat, features of an individual who just kind of turns vaguely in your direction. Come in, Pickle.
Pickle.
I think Pickle wants to go, but I should probably read a bad situation.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, it's coming.
Oh, it's
Oh
coming.
no!
On a miss, so you can't really get a good look. There is steam coming from one of the various pipes, etc., that are in here, and it's causing this haze in the room. And there is a little metal bar just on the other side of the window that would get you a much clearer view. So you just almost instinctually, not really thinking about it, hop towards it, trying to get that better view for reading a bad situation, and all of you watch as the window shuts after Pickle.
Pickle, no!
What do y'all do?
Wulfgar's gonna try to throw himself.
As that happens, do I get whispered advice, to
You
read
still-
the situation
You
that's
still get
tad
one-
better
You
now?
still get one read a bad situation. You still get one question. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What's your question, really quick?
Well,
In, out, dangerous you haven't noticed, threat, vulnerable.
I think
protect.
I think dangerous I haven't noticed.
No, you hadn't noticed the swirling of forms in the water, because now you can see, because now you're past that little bit of steam. The swirling of tendrils in the water underneath, and as the body of your previous owner slowly lifts out of the water, their knees, their legs gone below the knees, and tentacles just shoved through them, begins to float towards you as you realize it is being puppeted.
Pickles!
All of you hear the inside.
Wulfgar was going to do something, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
Wulfgar, you said something.
Wulfgar is going to. He's going to run and leap, kind of trying to make himself a brick as he kind of launches into the window.
Hell yeah. Act under pressure.
Uh-oh.
Or protect someone. I'd allow tough protecting. You're trying to protect Pickle. I'd allow tough.
7.
Oh,
Nice.
Hell yeah. That is so on a 7+, you protect them okay, but you suffer some or all of the harm they were going to get. So you all watch as you hear the window slams. Pickle has and you watch as Wulfgar rushes towards it, does a dive through the window, smashing through it. And Pickle, as your previous owner, and you're kind of in stunned silence, they hold out their arms and tendrils remove the fingernails from your previous owner's hands and begin to rush out towards you. They just pop out from underneath, and as they're just spindling through the air towards you, there is a crashing of the window behind you, and Wulfgar goes in and gets grabbed by them instead and yanked towards your previous owner when they would have immediately grabbed you. Wulfgar, you're currently being tossed, not thrown around, but held aloft in the air. What is
Wulfgar?
Yeah.
Wulfgar's gonna take all the damage.
No damage at the moment, just attention.
Gotcha. Okay, because that was the choice was the some or all the harm, I guess, whatever it was.
Yeah, you suffer some or all of the harm they were going to take. They were not going to take harm. It was going to be attention, which is one of the things that I can do. So you're going to take that instead. So you are currently at threat, and if people are going to help out, they would be helping you because you are currently at threat. If people
cheese it, little guy.
Yeah, cheese it, little guy. You all hear, and what are Trent, Rowan, and Luna doing outside?
oh my god, he just ran in.
We need to go in. Yeah. Okay.
We all hear that psychically because that's
Yeah.
Oh my god, he just ran in.
He doesn't say that. He doesn't say that out loud. He just starts moving.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Luna still responded. It was like, yeah, we need to go in there.
Roll. Rowan's such a badass. You literally
You
just
hear that?
kick down the front door.
For his part, Trent sees Wulfgar go through the window. He flattens himself against the wall. See, just procedure, sees if there is any immediate threat, and then he jumps in.
And yeah, immediately you slam against the wall, and while you're there against the wall, you kind of are about to peek in. I think we see Rowan just step up, foot against the part of the door right next to the handle, and it just slams inward. As Rowan, you step in and you are seeing a bunch of tentacles emerging from a vat of water, puppeting some sort of corpse with a bunch of other smaller tendrils currently holding the Wulfgar aloft. What do you do?
Okay, the situation is way worse than Rowan thought previously. I am going to attempt to cast out evil.
Hell yeah!
Oh.
I can attempt to banish an unnatural creature from my presence.
Hell yeah! What is the exact ruling on that?
I'm rolling tough.
Pickle just explodes as you do this.
Come on, baby. That's a success!
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Oh, a full success on a 10+. It is banished. You all watch as Rowan steps in. What does this look like, Rowan?
So, Rowan immediately identifies, the source of the tentacles coming out of the water, and he finds one of the tentacles that is puppeting this corpse, and he stabs his flaming... he unsheathes the sword, and the second it leaves the sheath, it immediately ignites in holy fire. And as it does, he stabs it down into this tentacle, and a series of runes will begin to light up the length of the tentacle, and a magic circle of fire will begin to surround the area where it's most heavily concentrated. And Rowan begins to chant a banishment spell, and the fire will slowly close in, engulf, and remove it from this plane.
as you stab into it, the runes running along the body, the circle of flame mixing with the water, creating a hissing sound and causing this beautiful yellow gold steam, this golden fog to surround the room, pouring, bubbling, billowing out of the cauldron of water. And like a drain being pulled, you watch as from somewhere deep down, a rift opens with the holy runes of the Connolly family, and swirling, spiraling, and sundering itself through this hole, like it was trying to pull itself through a drain at the beginning. It just gets sucked down. The water that it was in and contaminating slowly draining as this vat is emptied, and you breathe heavy as all that energy leaves you to open this rift. And the only three things, my bad, that remain in the water are 3 corpses, or at least you thought they were, until they twitch. 1 lower leg's missing of the previous owner. The other of a kind of pushing itself up, the bloated, waterlogged body of the Bronson patriarch who Trent has been looking for. And you think still alive, the Minotaur that Luna is looking for. Kind of, she's like rolls herself over, she's breathing heavy. You see these like pockmark wounds all in one of her arm, but she coughs out water. But as she coughs out, these like white slugs just onto the ground. And the other 2 begin to stand up almost zombie-like and begin to lumber towards the half-alive Minotaur. What do y'all do? Because you have banished the main creature, but its minions remain.
Yeah, Rowan is still recovering from casting that huge banishment spell. He pulls the sword from the ground now, but he looks like he's still recovering from casting that thing.
Yeah,
so he can't move yet.
I think Trent, Luna, what do you all do? Because you two in this moment. Wulfgar, you begin falling as the tentacles let go of you. I need you to roll an act under pressure check really quickly, Wulfgar.
Okay. A 6.
You're going to take 2 harm as you are dropped from the situation and slam into the base of this basin. One of these creatures takes notice, and I will say the Bronson patriarch begins to move towards you, while Zildor begins to move towards the half-alive Minotaur. And Luna and Trent, what do y'all do?
So these things, at a glance, I can tell that they are not alive, right?
2 of them aren't. Like, one is still still has an air of humanity about them. Is like coughing up water and is like swaying and is like leaning and is like trying to crawl away from the other 2. But the other 2 definitely fully gone. You would equate them to zombies from movies you've seen.
Again, still overwhelmed by the entire experience and the fact that the person he was looking for, it's not only dead but undead at the moment. Trent just moves by instinct to protect Wulfgar, and kind of will have to unpack the fact that he's killing his target. But yep, shooting at this thing with the shotgun.
All right, roll to kick some ass.
Ooh.
You're gonna keep it. You're gonna spend luck because this is where, if you want to, or at the end, could spend luck and full succeed.
Then I want to spend luck.
All right, it is one of your permanent lucks, but it is cool narratively in this moment. So you spend a luck, you automatically roll a 12 when you spend a luck. And rolling a 12 for kicking some ass means you get to choose one extra effect. So you gain the advantage, so you give one forward enter, you inflict terrible harm, so one extra harm, you suffer less harm, or you force them where you want them.
Extra harm.
Extra harm? With the extra harm, you one-shot this like waterlogged minion. As you like you actually have to like kind of, to get a good shot to make sure you don't hit Wulfgar, you step in front and you point blank shoot the shotgun. It blows a hole through the Bronson zombie and they go slamming onto the basin of this water, like the bottom of it, behind, like falling backwards, and their blood is not red. It's this whitish clear liquid. And as it sprays onto you, you're going to take 1 harm, acid, ignore armor.
Okay.
As it burns, and you kind of like reactively drop the shotgun, and like as it like covers your arms. Luna, what do you do?
I'm going to use magic to kind of, like, I think it says trap, but it's like basically trying to hold monster on the other one from attacking the Minotaur.
Roll weird for me.
And I'm going to use my other ability since I do not have it, or I have it. Excuse me. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it?
There's the specific trap a person, creature, or monster. That's exactly what this is.
This one.
Yep, and you get the +1 forward from Mystic Library.
Oh.
So I'm going to do that, and then 1, and then submit.
What's your glitch?
The glitch will be
Weakened short duration. You take 1 harm. Magic draws immediately unwelcome attention, or it has a problematic side effect. This might be a take harm situation.
Yeah, I think this is a take harm situation.
Yeah, no, I think I think it's the kind of thing where one of these spells is like a muscle lock thing, but it's like a combination thing where your muscles lock as well. And as it's straining against you, you feel it pulling on your own muscles. And it's this internal strain, like lifting the heaviest thing you've ever lifted in your life. You feel all of your muscles go taut, but it stops in place, looming over the extremely scared looking Minotaur. And that is right when Rowan and Wulfgar get their breath back, and or Pickle, if you'd like to do something in this moment to help.
Yes, I think Pickle would follow off, seeing Wulfgar drop and the immediate threat to him be handled by Trent very quickly. Pickle will continue to chase after Sildor. Fly up right in front of them, try to stop them somehow, and I want to use my symbiotic stunner, which is 0 harm, close stun, integrated retractable weapon.
All right. Stun is a very rare mechanic as far as weapons go. It means you don't take harm if you actually hit with it.
Gotcha. Is that
very cool one?
Is that still a kick ass, or could I argue it's a weird thing?
It's still kicking some. It is still kicking some ass. There are abilities that allow you to use weird to kick ass.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
So you can get that like on a level up, which you will have after this.
That is going to be a 5.
That is going to be a 5. I have not been running it for this. We're not going to worry. This is just for notes for anyone watching. Normally when you fail a roll, you get an experience. I'm hand-waving experience on this one, where no one gets experience during this one shot, but everyone's going to get a full level up at the end of it. To keep setting
gotcha.
And if you've been marking experience, you can keep that. But with that tough roll, you were going to say, sorry? correct?
And you can also roll luck if you do want to do that.
Yes, you can. You can also spend luck if you'd like
Oh,
to.
right. Oh yeah, I didn't hit kick some ass. I hit just tough. Sure, I'll spend a luck to succeed.
Spend it. You spend a luck. You auto succeed. You take no harm because you stun. And I'm gonna say force them where you want them is your ability. So, you don't have to roll between the two of you. I'm gonna say, for Wulfgar or Rowan, any action you take against the frozen Zildor will have a +1 forward because of the way that they've been stunned. Wulfgar, Rowan,
Why?
do either of y'all want to do something?
Vulfgar hasn't gone, so
Yeah,
I think he's still recovering from falling and hitting the ground pretty hard. So he's just gonna kind of like get up, trying to catch his breath, and kind of just look around, not certain what to do with himself.
yeah, bit out of your depth here.
Yeah.
Rowan.
Rowan
You
stumbles
see
to his
that.
feet. He'll look over at Vulfgar, see that he's all right, and just go charging towards the reanimated corpses.
Alrighty,
And he's gonna try and find the easy target that Luna's
roll
locked
kick some
down.
ass as you jump down towards them.
I'm gonna
If I
kick
can,
your ass. Oh?
No, as you run past, and he's still gritting through his teeth because of the pain. The fuckers bleed acid! Ah!
Noted. All right,
Kick some ass.
kicking ass in 3, 2, 1.
You get a +1 on this as well.
Yes, I'll just put 1 instead of +1. That's a 9.
That's a 9. Hell yeah. With a 9, you are going to take the 1 harm from the acid. 1 harm, ignore armor, acid, as it sizzles and burns as you slice through it. But as you slice through it, the body sort of ripples and shudders and then stops moving as combat. Zildor, yes, as combat has finished.
Ugh.
Fuck! Ah! Hurts!
Little guy, are you okay?
Hey, they're not moving. That wasn't them, but it's them, but... Are you okay?
Pickle just kind of lands, moves around Zildor, trying to inspect the now, well, deanimated corpse. It's a little distraught, but then turns his attention to Wulfgar, who is addressing.
Hey, are you okay? Hey, you saved me.
You saved me.
You saved me.
Whoa. Yeah, I've had worse, but what are these things?
Can I use my question to try to answer that I was having on hold?
Yeah, absolutely. These are some sort of eldritch parasite. As far as you can tell, this is the kind of thing that would latch itself onto the body of an elder evil or some greater astral entity. This is just a parasite of something like that. It's not even a full-blown eldritch entity. This is just one of the many things that attach itself to them.
Was the thing that we banished the?
Yeah, that was the parasite.
That was the okay.
That was the full. Sorry, that was the full parasite. The minions, etc., seem to be extensions of that.
Gotcha. I guess reading a bad situation of like, do I need to prepare like a big magic spell to make sure that it is locked out? I know
It
it's been
could-
banished, but
Yeah, it's the kind of thing that I think that's the kind of thing you will need to come back with your family to determine. I don't think that's
okay.
something we find out here. I think you're like looking down, and I think that you can feel that there is some sort of tear or rift in the magic here, in the ley lines and the way that they connect here. But while you're kind of observing this,
I do have magical laboratory. And
you have a
that's
mystical
the last
laboratory,
thing.
but that is going to be that will be back at home, and that's not
Mhm.
something that you can do right now.
Okay.
Yeah, big magic takes
Um,
time generally.
I also had a investigate a mystery on hold,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like to use open your mind as I
Mm-hmm.
look at the minotaur who'd been puking up slugs, and
Mm-hmm.
ask, what about them is not immediately obvious, to try and get an idea of are they still somehow
They
influenced by
do
this, or are
seem
they
to be
better?
maybe not influenced, but they are touched by it. There is a very clear connection. You notice that their cuts, they're bleeding that kind of clearish liquid. They do not seem to be fully themselves. And I think as you come to that realization, so does Rowan. As you
Gotcha.
realize the terrible thing, Rowan, that you are bid do.
You all hear in your minds Rowan's orders. And flaming sword in hand, he will begin to stalk forward.
All of you hear in your heads, and slay anything that has been touched by this magic. As he begins to move towards the still infested woman on the ground, what do you all do? Do any of you try to stop or interpose?
Pickle is torn, looking at the corpse of Sildor, mangled, legless, looking at Rowan, and also understanding that that this creature, this minotaur, is still infected by it, but
Mm-hmm.
torn. So I don't think Pickle acts immediately. I think they're just kind of stunned
Yeah.
by everything, overwhelmed.
I think Wulfgar will grab Pickle and like hold him close to protect him.
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
Grimm
Um,
grabs the shotgun and points it at Rowan.
don't be hasty.
He probably
That
hears that,
The
the trademark sound of a firearm being raised and readied, and
yeah.
that causes him to stop. He looks over his shoulder.
that one is not a zombie.
Not yet. But look. See her blood. See the wounds. She's infected by it.
Maybe we can try to cure it before it gets too far.
Can you do that? Can you do it now?
Let's see. What would
roll a
Luna?
use magic.
Okay. Use magic. I get a
Mm-hmm.
+1 forward with my mythical library.
Mm-hmm. 9.
You know what? I'm gonna spend another luck.
Hey.
So if you spend a luck, Big Magic, even with a luck spent, still has one requirement. It one of these effects will take place. We'll either
Okay.
need time, people. I don't think any of those are very interesting for this moment. I think it will have a specific side effect or danger. You do think you can do it, but you do think it is a dangerous thing to do immediately if you don't prepare. But you do think you can.
I think that is the most interesting.
As you all watch Luna lean down, the magic of the natural world coursing through her, what does it look like as you cure this woman?
The freckles along their body start to glow. Many who have seen the night sky or seen pictures of constellations can recognize that their freckles are constellations of the night sky, as also the golds in their hair glow as well. When they lean down, little orbs of light, almost like fireflies, begin to come up from the aura around them as they lean down to call for healing.
And as these orbs of light both enter and leave the body, you all watch as the glowing on the hair, the glowing in the eyes, the glowing on the freckles flickers for just a moment. And this may be something you can reverse, Ray. This may be something that can come back later, but you all watch as within the golden eyes and the golden hair and the golden freckles, one of the eyes begins to go pale, silvery white in color. As while you have completely removed the infestation from this woman, you watch as she vomits out the rest of the worms in her body, which begin to turn to ash in the golden light in front of you. As you stand up, you don't see it, but Rowan, can you bring yourself to act on Luna as you see one of her eyes now gives the telltale sign of a connection to the Eldritch? And that is where we're going to leave it for tonight.
Whoa!
Oh.
Well
Be a little after credits, like epilogue, showing each of the characters. Like while the credits are going by, there would be like a little vignette for everyone and what they're doing later. And I would, as the farewell for all these characters, at least for now, going down the line, Citric, Connor, and down the line that way, I'd like you to describe what your vignette shows for your character, where they end up.
You see a fast forward with Trent going back to the office, gathering stuff in a cardboard box, just leaving the department for good. He's not even if he gets the offer back, he's not taking the badge. He is going independent. What he has seen, it goes way beyond what people here can do. And the fact that he is now aware, it means that there is people that need help, and like police is not going to, even if they even weren't going to try to begin with. So he's taking things into his own hands, and taking the advice and becoming a private investigator.
As we kind of flash cut from you, like kicking out the police office door and into your own private investigator's office, you like set the box down, look around the kind of dusty room that you've rented out for your office, and you would hear the jingle. You're not even open yet. As you look around, and an individual in a dark suit with glasses and a who's striding towards you, holding out a business card with a telltale cogs wheel on it. That's where we leave your character. Rowan.
I think Rowan's vignette is a shot of him on his motorcycle leaving this town and heading back to his family home, the Connolly headquarters, the headquarters of the family-owned organization known as the Heavens Devils. And he's on the phone with someone currently. While he's not a member of the COG organization, the Connolly name probably carries a little bit of weight, and he probably knows some people inside of the organization, and he's on the phone. Yeah. Name's Mulligan. Trent Mulligan. Think he might be perfect for the sort of work that your group undertakes on the daily.
We see the other side of the phone. I'll keep that in mind.
Good.
As the individual that we saw giving the card to Trent is on the other end of the phone. You were saying, Rowan.
Just make sure and show him all the ropes. He's a good guy, but he's a bit principled.
We hear the kind of faint affirmative come from the other side of the phone, and there's the click of them hanging up.
He will stash away his phone, he will rev up the engine, he will speed down the road.
Pickle.
Yes.
What's Pickle's vignette?
I got a combo if you want.
Yeah, I think so. I
Hell yeah.
think we see Pickle on the shoulder of Wulfgar. Wulfgar.
They're listening to Britney Spears in his now repaired F-150 Lightning, driving through as they're kind of sharing some glasses of water, singing at the height of their lungs Britney Spears as you see a sign on the side of the road says "Entering California."
Hell yeah.
Eating sunflower seeds and getting ready to go fishing. Yep, nope, that's about right.
Alrighty. And lastly, but certainly not leastly, Luna.
Assuming that Rowan did not execute them on the spot.
I think we can safely assume that, yeah.
Right, he would not have.
That there would have been a family war between the Connollys and the Iran family.
Mm-hmm.
I think even Pickle would have interjected there as well, you know.
Yeah.
Luna gave Pickle good scritches, you know, so
Yay! I don't think Rowan wants Soren to come after him. That would have been my next character.
As far as Rowan was concerned, Luna was not touched by the Eldritch.
Exactly.
But Luna does debate on wearing a little eye patch for the time being over the clouded white eye, just to not concern as many people, basically, or at least not the hunters, at least, while they do research on trying to see if they could fix this issue alongside their books and getting that information, but there's also a moment of Luna having to tell Cammy the fortunate news now that Cammy's cousin has not been executed. It's like they've been helped, and that their family will be coming over to help with the rest of the town, if given permission.
You get off the phone, and we see you walk back to your library with several books open with strange eldritch runes atop them. And that's the last image we see.
Oh,
Yippee!
Happy
we
Halloween, Lonely
did it!
Hill.
Sorry, I went a little bit long. I was enjoying the game a bit too much with y'all.
That was a blast.
But I fucking love this
Yeah.
system. I hope you all had a good time with this system.
Yeah, I hope you all had fun
Very fun.
watching as well.
As the great warrior poet Britney Spears once said, "Oh baby, baby."
How was I
She
supposed to
did.
know?
Did it again.
That something wasn't right.
I ran slightly long.
And I'll
Well,
do it again. I'm just kidding.
oh shit.
I built it again.
Oh, baby, baby.
Oh baby, baby. We can speed run out of here. We introduced ourselves at the top.
Yeah. Up
I'm
next,
Leah.
pretty soon here, we're gonna be doing some Terrors of Nowhere with a bunch of furries.
Hell yeah!
So I will catch you all here in a bit, but for right now, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna end the stream so we can have some separate VODs. But thank you all for stopping by for part 1 of this, hopefully 3-part Halloween extravaganza.
Whoa.
So I will see you all in a bit. Thank you all so much for stopping by, and I'll see you soon.
Thanks for having us.
Ta-da.
Happy week.
Yeah.
Happy weed.
Happy ween.
Happy Ween.